Misfits and dope addicts are here.
Jake in Centerville is wearing a watch, so he literally has time on his hands.
Geez. Okay, good night, everybody.
Because on this day in 1953, Tommy Shaw, American musician, singer, songwriter from the bands Damn Yankees, but Carrie didn't want to play Damn Yankees, so we have sticks there. For
Damn Yankees, that had what's his name in it?
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
I don't want to play that.
No.
Nope.
Hey, you know, I can really relate to that song.
You have too much time on
Well,
your hands?
it's these lines particularly. Let's see, where did that go? I've got dozens of friends, and the fun never ends. That is as long as I'm
As long
buying.
as you're buying.
Yeah. And then my friends go away when I run out of money. That's the way it always. I sure didn't want to come to work today.
No, it's been
Not a pleasant day to come to work, and where a pleasant day to come to work when you have to talk to people and be entertaining. But let me give you a bit of good news.
okay.
Would you like to hear
Sure.
some good news? Oh, I have some slightly bad news.
Well,
First,
that changed quickly.
Well, let me do this. It's just slightly bad news.
Okay.
As I was coming down Second South today, again, the Bar X sign is not lighted up.
Not lighted up.
Are we going
not
to get
lit.
to the bottom of that?
And guess what? Up further up Second South, the Twilight Lounge, the lowly Twilight Lounge, their sign is always lighted up. But big beefy Bar X,
You want it lit up?
yes,
Okay.
because it always was. And I always, as I drove past every morning for years, and it was all light, and I always thought, well, why do they keep that going at night? That's kind of dumb.
And now that they've
And now
turned
that
it
it's
off?
gone away, I don't like that.
So where's the good news?
The good news is, and I should repeat this a few times during the morning, we had a bunch of puppies in our studio.
Oh, okay.
5 of them. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember? Was that this week?
Yeah.
It was,
Was that Monday?
I want to say Monday.
And they were gallivanting and gambling, and they were cute. My sister-in-law brought them here. She works for the Humane Society, and they were the puppies, some of the puppies that had been found in that hoarder situation in the avenues.
It was Tuesday.
I like to say a group of puppies. I call them a tumble of puppies.
That's good.
Tumble.
And so they were just delightful and charming. And my sister-in-law had been, because there are so many of them, she'd been keeping them at her house because there's just limited room at the shelter at the Humane Society. So she'd been keeping them at her house, and she brought them here, and they were just so cute as hell. And we said, you can adopt these puppies today. All 5 of them gone.
Oh.
They have all 5 of them
Wow.
have been adopted. Like boom.
There we go.
Yay.
My sister-in-law said, that's great news, except I'm sort of sad not to have them running around my house all the time because they were so cute.
That's great. You should mention that several times today.
All
That's-
5. My wife told me that yesterday, and I went, what? I wish you'd told me that earlier because I've been feeling crappy all day.
Well, and we've decided since then we're going to have a regular feature, and maybe we can get a whole lot more animals adopted.
Yeah, with
that way.
with Humane Society. I think my sister-in-law Julie is she does very well on the radio, and so I think she'll be bringing in other animals. But all 5 of those puppies, those specific ones, they have others from that same hoarding situation, I believe. I think other people who work at the Humane Society and other people who foster animals have taken them in.
We can get puppies, we can get kitties,
Yeah.
and we can get bunnies, apparently.
Oh, to bring in to
According to Katie,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
They-
we'll have that be a regular segment.
I have fostered bunnies before. They often have lots of bunnies. So good news.
Bill, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I too had a weird night, and my daughter came over because she was unnerved. We had a big family talk at dinner with Festus and Muhammad, and it just was a very weird.
You didn't call me.
I did not. Would you have come over for dinner? It was tacos. We had tacos.
Yes, and I would have come over and offered you advice.
It was actually talking with the kids is kind of a good way to process it, because seeing things from their perspectives, and we'll talk more about it
Yeah.
coming up.
And you didn't have tacos.
We didn't?
You had Wacos.
Oh, because it was yeah,
Wednesday.
that's
Wednesday.
true.
Yeah.
And
Look,
Joe-
I don't make the rules.
And
okay?
we had beef and chicken. There were choices. It was you weren't committed to one taco or another.
I think you're breaking a rule there. I don't know.
I'm getting depressed here, Gina. I don't.
That you depressed at picking a taco? It was a good thing.
Don't hesitate.
I just get depressed when your perfect life you just shove it in my face all the time. Your perfect life, your perfect husband, your perfect kids, and we had a family. And
It wasn't a perfect night. It was a. It was
I got
sad, weird
drunk
night.
and went out and yelled at the moon. Okay, so you go. You have a perfect, lovely family. I'm yelling at the moon.
All right.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
All right. We'll take a break here. Give us a chance to kind of regroup and consider what we're doing and why we're here. And in that moment, you can call us and check in with the Radio from Hell show. 877-602-9696 is the number. Call and check in with the Radio from Hell show. We like to hear from you in the morning. What's on your mind? What do you got to say? Maybe you just want to say hello, and maybe you want to call and say, don't worry, it'll be all right. 877-602-9696, or you can text us if you prefer, 33986.
BigOTires.com.
Big O Tires, the team you trust. Now until September 28th, you can save $120 on selected sets of Muslim tires.
Michelin tires.
Muslin.
What?
Muslin. You know, that kind of fabric.
Yeah,
Michelin.
they shouldn't make tires out of muslin.
No, they shouldn't. This is a terrific deal on Michelin. But Big O Tires has the lowest price on every tire every day. But they do other things, right, Gina?
Yeah, especially if you're planning hunters, campers, people like to go out in the fall and play in the wilderness. You should have those vehicles checked too. Your truck tires and your trailer tires. Get the brakes checked before you go out. They'll do all that for
Now,
you.
it says here in this copy points, make sure to give your own experience and make sure the reading sounds upbeat and excited. I'm always excited to go to Big O Tires, and I'm excited to go to their website, bigotires.com. They are the team you trust.
Coming up this September.
at 33986.
All right, 6:21. Let's get this over with.
Yep. Hang on, Adam. Hang on, Lane. We'll get to you in just a second after we officially begin the Radio from Hell program. 877-602-9696 is the number if you would like to check in with us. You can also text us at 33986. Is there a sponsor that goes here?
Business owners, do you owe $15,000 or more on employment taxes and don't know what to do? McClure and Stewart, your local trusted tax attorneys. Go to McClureandStewart.com today.
The moon is 81.5% of full. It's a waning gibbous moon. The moon will set today at 11:53 a.m., today being, it is, what is this, Thursday? Mm-hmm. It's the 11th day of September in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. And this is Patriot Day. That's what it's called. Give us time to reflect on the terror attacks that took nearly 3,000 lives 24 years ago.
24. Yep.
We commemorate those who we lost and give thanks to the brave first responders who put their lives on the line. It's National Hot Cross Bun Day. I haven't had a hot cross bun forever. My mother used to make them.
I thought that was like an Easter thing.
She used to make them around Easter. I don't know why today.
The cross?
Yeah, I don't know why today is Hot Cross Bun Day, but there it is.
Here, eat this. Jesus was killed on it. There you go.
And it was National Boss and Employee Exchange Day. It is. This is a special day for bosses and employees to switch places.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that.
No.
I have no desire to do that. And this is an all-new edition of the most adored morning show on the planet. Radio from Hell, the official smoked meat of the NFL, starring the lords of morning radio, Kerry Jackson.
I better get on that.
I'm Bill Allred. That's Gina Barberi over there. Katie for short is our fine producer. Is Dawson in there?
It is Hudson.
Hudson is in the booth there, and there's the dog.
There's Vax.
Who's gonna
catch the balls.
Vax is gonna catch them.
Oh, shot.
Oh,
missed it.
He missed.
Oh, he never misses.
All right.
All right. Let's begin with Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thanks for letting me listen.
Mm-hmm.
Geek Show says hey.
Hey.
And Gina.
Yep.
You can do it.
Thanks,
I believe
Adam.
in you.
Oh, you're always so nice.
Adam's the one who believes in
He's
you.
the one.
So, I have an X-Poll question idea for you guys.
Okay.
So, short story long, on Tuesday, I was driving home from a funeral with my sister, and I mentioned that I kind of rediscovered a couple bands that I forgot how great they were. And so the question basically is, what songs or bands have you rediscovered that you forgot were awesome?
Who did you rediscover?
Silverchair,
Yeah.
the Frog Stomp album,
Yeah. From
and
Australia.
Mad Season.
And what?
Mad Season.
Mad Season. Oh.
Mad Season is kind of a mashup of Alice
Wayne
in Chains
Staley.
and Pearl Jam.
Wayne
Kind
Staley
of
and
a super
Pearl
group.
Jam,
Yeah, cool.
Screaming Trees.
Mighty Marble team up.
So this is this is stuff your sister had on her playlist in the car. Is that what was?
No, we were talking about Portishead.
Yeah.
And it kind of somehow led into that
Oh, we just played Portishead.
how much we enjoy
last
90s
week.
alternative.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Adam.
All right. Thank
Alrighty.
you, Adam. Good idea. Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
See ya.
Thanks. Let's go to Lane.
Good morning, Lane. Here in Clearfield. What's up?
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to see if maybe, Bill, would you be honored to lead a small moment of silence for all of the 9/11 victims and Charlie Kirk?
I think that there will be plenty of time to do that later on. I think there are plenty of. I've got some stories coming up about the
We'll be talking about it a lot.
about the 9/11.
Yeah.
There are some memorials, remembrances going on around the state that people can take part in, and so. But we'll be talking about it quite a bit coming up. All right.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Sketchy Blake of Ogden checking in. Bus driver Troy checking in. Right Wing Wade has some traffic for you.
All right.
Jocelyn of Sandy checking in. Let's see. Johnny B. Checking in, Weber State Professor Jake. Let's see. I appreciate you all trying your best to be humorous despite the ugliness in the world right now. It'll be all right. Jay, the podcast editor guy. Ron the Carpenter is tired.
Yeah.
Batchman Justin, thanks for all you do. Meshach of Erda. Reese's Oreos are the bomb, and with milk, it's the best breakfast.
They are good.
I need to pick some up today.
I saw a bunch of them at the store yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see. Kira and Andy checking in. Thanks for being here for everyone. Calvin from the Dell checking in. Let's see. Rye of Orem. Adam from the eagliest of mountains. Lots of love to you three. From the preferred source at California Avenue. The preferred source. All right. Katie and San Pete. Let's see. Hoping for a little ray of sunshine this morning. Y'all make me happy. Thanks for being who you are. Tristan from the most west of Jordan's checking in. SoCal Speds checking in. Moni from Taylorsville. Let's see. Woodworker Willie. Corey in Ogden checking in. Took the day off and now I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And everyone is asking us about what happened yesterday and how we feel. Well, the news is coming up. So stand by for that. Traffic, please, Gina.
Right Wing Wade says, checking in from where he has an I-15, both lanes and directions moving smoothly. UDOT not quite agreeing with you, Wade. Crash I-15 southbound approaching the I-80 West interchange out of Davis County. The HOV lane and left shoulder are blocked there. Crash southbound I-15 North Temple, milepost 308. And crash eastbound I-80 at the I-15 junction. Yeah, that's that one I just mentioned. You can let us know what you're seeing on the roads. We appreciate it when you do. Text us if it's safe for you to text 33986.
All right, we will take a break. We'll be back after these messages with Big Boy News, Opinuendo, and Frank Christ Presents, all coming up. Stand by for that. RenaissanceRanch.com.
Yes, the Renaissance Ranch, that's a addiction treatment center, and it's a local place. And if you or someone you know is struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, this would be a great place for you to try and get it straight. The hardest part is just, allowing yourself to admit that you've got a problem. And it's hard to reach out for help, but help is there. Renaissance Ranch is a locally owned, family-owned addiction treatment center. The program is designed for male patients specifically. And they're staffed by recovering addicts. They have great knowledge of what you're going through because they've been there and done that, and they know how to help you. They offer residential and outpatient services at Renaissance Ranch, and I think you'll find that help is really, really there. Schedule a free consultation at RenaissanceRanch.com. That's RenaissanceRanch.com. And they do now accept most private insurance plans and I want to get right into this. We have our guest on the phone. This is about, it's a place called Starbase Hill. And I think maybe a lot of you listening right now have had kids who've gone through this program at Hill Air Force Base. But we'll let the director tell you all about what it is. And we have with us Dave Amprin. Is that how you say your last name, Dave?
That's exactly it.
All right, Dave. Got it. Dave is the director of Starbase Hill, Utah, or are you anymore?
Well, yeah, exactly. I'm kind of closing things up and so forth, and so I will be around only until March. But yes.
Now, tell people what Starbase Hill is.
Starbase is a STEAM, and for those who don't understand what STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. So it's a hands-on program where we work with 5th through 9th graders. What we do is we have 5th graders, we take entire 5th grade classes from schools throughout Salt Lake City, Davis County, Weber County, but we bring them to Hill Air Force Base, and we give them a hands-on experiences in subjects like physics and chemistry, engineering, robotics. so that they can get a better idea of what these phenomena that they'll see are all about, because it's at their level.
Now,
And,
Starbase Hill has been going for how long?
Oh, here in Utah, it's been around since 2011. That's when it first started up on Hill Air Force Base. But we do have an overall program called DoD Starbase, and that has been going on since 1993. And
there are Starbase programs like this all over the country too. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. We have roughly 90 different programs, and right now all of the 90 programs are kind of in a state of flux, depending on what stage they're in, so to speak, of this shutdown.
Well, so
Well, this
what
sounds
happened?
great. I'm glad we have this program.
Yeah, no, we don't have it anymore.
Don't?
So what happened, Dave? What happened?
What happened is, wow, it's a long story. Basically, what we do is we way back in 2013, but anyhow, way back, we used to be part of the president's defense budget, and then we're taken out. So we have to, for lack of a better description, we kind of have to go to different places and scrape some money together so that we can operate over the course of a year. And what we did is we went through that process last year, and we went to the Congress, and the Congress proposed that they would give us $60 million to operate over this fiscal year, 25. Mm-hmm. And then we went to the Senate, and the Senate said, well, we'll give you $20 million. And so we've never had a disparity such as that. Now, this amount of money is for all 90 programs to operate.
Yeah, not just for Hill.
Not just for us. I mean, that'd be nice. But
so the Congress said, we'll give you $60 million, which is kind of what you've been getting in the past. Senate said, no, sorry, you're only going to get 20. And you can't operate on that. And so when people came to work on Monday this week, what did you have to tell them? Clean out your desk?
Well, actually, it happened on Friday of last week. But yes, they came together. And unfortunately, we had to tell them that we had to shut the doors, that we no longer had money to operate.
Now, how can we? Is there a way that this could be saved?
Well, we're hoping so. We really are hoping so. What we need to do is the Senate Appropriations Committee, if they can agree to recede to the Congress and say, we'll let that 60 million go through, then that would work. So if we here in Utah, unfortunately, Senator Lee and Senator Curtis neither belong to the Senate Appropriations Committee or the Senate Armed Forces Committee.
But they could talk to them.
Exactly. So they can talk to them and they can say, hey, let's recede here. Or if they could make a phone call to the comptroller who works at the Office of Management and Budget and say, hey, let's go ahead and see if we can't flow some extra money to this program. That would be wonderful as well.
Now, some star bases are funded by, like California, I think you told me, the state funds it because they believe it's so important.
So our state could step up and do that?
So you could get a hold of Governor Cox and say, and make him aware of all of this. I think you guys probably have, but the more people that get a hold of him, the more it will matter. So if you want to get a hold of Governor Spencer Cox about Starbase Hill, you can just go to governor.utah.gov. There's all kinds of ways to get a hold of him. If you want to get a hold of Mike Lee,
tweet him.
You can.
That's the only way.
You can go to www.lee.senate.gov, and then it's the same thing for Curtis. Curtis.senate.gov. There are mechanisms to contact them, and the more people that do it, the more it might have an effect.
Right.
I don't know what else we can say, Dave. I hope it says here in your email to us, to me, I'm in it to win it, Dave.
Well, let us know how we can help anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. If people listening have had kids in this program, they know
I wish
that
I'd known about it. My kids would have loved it.
Yeah, this would have been very cool.
Yeah, it's an amazing program, and it you know how much $60 million is in the overall budget?
It's nothing.
It's, as my sweet mother used to say, it's a fart in a windstorm.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
That's exactly
nothing.
Yeah. Dave, we got to run. Thank you for calling in, and we'll keep an eye on this. And I hope it works out.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
See you later.
Because it's Moby's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
sure.
You know,
Why not?
why not? 61 today. All right. Time for Big Boy News and Opinuendo. Right after that, it's Frank Christ Presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game. We'll give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you will win.
A $50 gift card to Fiddler's Sports Bar. You do have to be 21 to win this because it's a sports bar.
So you'll get that if you call 877-602-9696 and play Frank Christ Presents. Right after this, Big Boy News and Opinuendo, brought to you by...
Don't pay for tires and oil changes ever again. Get tires and oil changes for life with every new and used Mazda purchase from Bountiful Mazda. See Bountiful Mazda today for details.
Charlie Kirk, conservative activist, close ally of Donald Trump, played an influential role in rallying young Republican voters. Mr. Kirk was a young man himself, only 31, was shot and killed yesterday at Utah Valley University at an event that Governor Cox called a political assassination carried out from a rooftop. This is a dark day for our state. It is a tragic day for our nation, said Governor Spencer Cox. I want to be very clear. This is a political assassination, said Governor Cox. He also wanted to make it very clear that Utah still has the death penalty.
I thought that was a little odd.
I thought it was off the mark, and it was the governor saying, "See, I'm a tough guy." Yeah. No suspect in custody at this point. Authorities were searching for a person of interest, according to a law enforcement officer familiar with the matter. 2 people were detained earlier in the day, but neither was determined to have had any connection to the shooting, and both have been released, according to public safety officials. Authorities have not immediately identified a motive because they don't know who did this.
Yeah.
It's now Charlie. So I'll veer off from the news here and say this about Charlie Kirk. He was a provocateur. Mm-hmm. He said provocative things. He made provocative statements to stir things up. That's what he was good at, and he was very good at it. And whatever you think of his politics, yay or nay, whatever you think of him as a man, nobody deserves to get gunned down in cold blood in front of his wife and kids.
Oh, his wife and kids
They were there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
His wife and his 2, one children
babies.
is one children. One is a babe in arms. The
Yeah.
other's like 2 years old. Nobody deserves that.
No.
Nobody. And it's just sickening that this would happen. Authorities have not identified a motive, as I said. There are videos of his shooting. Don't look at them.
Yeah, don't. I made the mistake, and
It was hard. It was everywhere.
I wish I could unsee it.
Kirk was speaking at this debate hosted by his nonprofit political organization. What's it called? Turning Point USA. He was taking questions, and it was kind of ironic. So you hear this kid, this young man, asking Charlie Kirk, "Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?" And Kirk responded, "Too many." And then the questioner said, "Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America? Mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Counting or not counting gang violence," Kirk said.
And that was the last thing he said.
Yeah. Single shot rang out 100 or 200 yards away. Had to be a long gun, a rifle. Mm-hmm. It's just stunning. So where was the security? How can somebody? Because there wasn't any security to speak of.
At an event like that, it's difficult.
Well, it's outside.
It's very doable. They didn't have anybody checking.
Who's paying
bags.
for it?
They didn't have anybody. Well, I don't
exactly.
I don't. The organization, the campus organization, Turning Point USA, should probably pay for the security.
They're not going to.
Charlie Kirk had he had 6 or 7 security men with him. He had a security detail because he knew that he said things that would rile people up. Utah Valley University is staying closed until Monday. They're not necessarily concerned that although there is nobody in custody, they're not necessarily concerned that there's a shooter still on campus. They're just
this was
it's still an investigation.
Targeted. There was one shot, just one, and it was somebody that knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
had to have. They did arrest a suspect momentarily, George Hodgson Zinn.
Who Bill sent us a text. We were texting about this yesterday, and we got a text from Bill saying, "Oh, George, I am very
familiar with Mr. Zinn."
Why are you familiar with George?
Well, George, I first met George when he was cast by Trent Harris in Delightful Water Universe.
Oh, really?
To play a small part as my boss. I played a magazine reporter. And George was my boss, and we had a short scene together where he fired me. But George then became sort of my. George would go to all kinds of political events.
You're not surprised at all that he was at this?
No,
event.
he go to all kinds of. And I'd forgotten this incident, but I looked it up in the Salt Lake Tribune. This is the Salt Lake Tribune, March 23rd, 2012. A story by Sean Means. Time for another thrilling chapter of our irregular serial, The Further Adventures of George Zinn. When we left Zinn, the Utah gadfly, a regular at state Republican functions, and a frequent presence at movie promo screenings and the Sundance Film Festival, he was cooling his heels in the jail. As Tribune columnist Paul Raleigh reported in February, Zinn was in the Davis County Jail because he was arrested for failing to pay $1,700 in fines for getting caught on tracks and front runner without paying the fare. Since then, Zinn was released from jail. On Thursday, a free Zinn was attending the grand opening of the new City Creek Center in downtown Salt Lake. As it happens, also at City Creek on Thursday morning was the crew from X96's Radio from Hell, which was broadcasting their show live from the new shopping center. Bill Allred was taking in the morning air, and here's what Bill Allred says of what happened. This is me. He's quoting me. When we were walking up to take a quick look at the joint, that's City Creek, did you notice a guy stopping me for a second? The guy with the big glasses? Well, that's George Hodgson Zinn, Allred said. When we were all leaving, as you guys got on the elevator and I split off to go to the bathroom, I hear, Bill, they got me, I'm being thrown out. And there's George Hodgson Zinn being hauled out of City Creek by security guards. I don't know what he did to get hauled out, but there he was. George Zinn, the last time I did a political event up in Ogden, I did a campaign, a mayor debate, and I was emceeing it. There was George Zinn sitting right there asking provocative questions where I finally had to say, George, this is not your forum. This is for other people. That's enough. Enough with the questions. Well, Bill, you and I are old friends. He's that kind of a person.
And had nothing to do with
he had nothing to do
what
with that
happened yesterday.
But he was there, and he probably said something. That's my guess. Said something to an officer or something. That's officer. Okay, all right. It's so bizarre.
And they had somebody else in custody, which we don't know anything about that person.
Yeah.
Or maybe not in custody, but they brought him in for questioning and let them go.
So I think they're scouring the campus for a gun, because the thought is that the only way that this guy could have done it was with a long gun
that he ditched
and ditched or hidden somewhere,
and
so that he could escape. And
people who were at the event said there really wasn't any security that they could see. Nobody was there, checking bags. Nothing like that. So I don't know. The White House has ordered flags flown at half-staff to honor Charlie Kirk. That'll go until Sunday. And then while all that was going on, there was a shooting in Colorado at a high school. A suspected shooter who was in critical condition now has died following a shooting at Evergreen High School in Colorado, in the same school district or the same county as Columbine. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office confirmed that a male suspect had died from self-inflicted injuries 2 students were hospitalized, injured, in critical condition. And it is 9/11.
Yep.
And there are commemorative events all across the country. This is a National Day of Service and Remembrance. And in Weber County, Davis County, Cache County, this year in Utah County, Jenny Taylor, who lost her husband Brent Taylor in Afghanistan. This will be the first year the foundation will host its event in Utah County. They're doing they do a memorial project. So I'm going to see if I can't find where they're going to do this, but there's an event at Lone Peak High School at 8:30 featuring a flag tribute to the victims and survivors of 9/11. At 9 a.m., city projects across Alpine, Pleasant Grove, Cedar Hills, Highland, American Fork will kick off.
I just posted University of Utah, the ROTC programs, and this kind of thing happens all over the country. They do a thing where they climb the equivalent of 110 stories to commemorate the first responders. That's a nice thing that they were doing this morning.
Yeah. So there are any number of 9/11 memorials going on today, and of course at Ground Zero. There's that, and I just was remembering the day that all of that happened, and I'd forgotten. We sort of forget so we see the 2 planes crashing into the World Trade Center, but then the one that crashed into the Pentagon, and like over 100 people were killed in that.
Yeah.
And then of course the one
in Pennsylvania,
the one that went down in Pennsylvania when the passengers and crew of the plane heard what had happened. Somebody somehow they found out what had happened, and they realized that they were en route to do something dangerous and dastardly, and so they took over the plane and it crashed into a field.
that plane was supposed to go to the White House.
Yeah, I think you're right. So there is all of that.
It's a lot. It's just heavy.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot.
But did I not report good news?
You did.
All of those puppies we had here in this studio, those puppies that needed to be adopted because they were from that hoarder puppy mill up in the avenues, the Humane Society had them. There were 5 puppies here. Every single one of them has been adopted.
That's I said my daughter came over yesterday because she was upset about everything, and because she wanted to snuggle with our puppies because she's like, and she came over and the puppies were at daycare. And I felt so bad.
Well, you should have taken her down to daycare.
Well, I went and got them from daycare, and I drove over to her apartment, and I called her and I said, I'm in the parking lot with the dogs, and she and her roommate came down and had some pups. So puppy snuggles are the only thing that can make you feel better right now, maybe.
And here, one other quick bit of good news. A Pittsburgh Pirates fan who fell 21 feet from the stands at the PNC Park in April, you remember that story? He fell 21 feet. He's recovering and speaking publicly for the first time. Kevin Markwood fell from the Roberto Clemente wall in right field while reacting to a hit by designated hitter Andrew McCutcheon. He says, I don't know how I'm alive. I wake up with pain every day, but I'm alive. He broke his back, punctured a lung, and fractured every rib in the fall. He called the fall, he said it was an accident. I don't want people to think I jumped. It was an accident. However, Pennsylvania's Liquor Control Board has filed 2 charges against his friend, Ethan Kirkwood, for providing alcohol to a minor. So he was drunk. He was 20 at the time of the accident. But he said, no, it had nothing to do with drinking. I just hope everybody knows that I fell. I didn't jump over that railing. It was just an accident, he said. All right. Sports weather traffic?
Major League Baseball yesterday. Rangers over the Brewers. Diamondbacks beat the Giants. Orioles over the Pirates. Royals 4-3 over the Guardians. Tigers 11. Yankees 1. Cubs 3-2 over the Braves. Athletics beat the Red Sox 5-4. Angels beat the Twins 4-3. Marlins 8. Nationals 3. Phillies 11 over the Mets 3. Astros 3. Blue Jays 2. And the White Sox 6 over the Rays 5. In the NFL today, you've got the Commanders and the Packers at 6:15. And Salt Lake Bees, they won last night 8-4 over Tacoma Rainiers. They play again tonight at 7 o'clock. And they're going to have a special 9/11 tribute. Speaking of the ones that Bill was talking about earlier, there's one going to be at the Bees game tonight. Weather. Should be a nice night for baseball. 84 for a high. Slight chance of thunderstorms in the evening, but only 10%. It looks like overnight low 60. Tomorrow high of 80. We'll be down in the 70s maybe by Saturday. Traffic, we have Mid-Valley Highway out of Erda is at a crawl from Parachute Lane toward I-80. Crash I-15 southbound approaching the I-80 West interchange out of Davis County. The HOV lane and left shoulder are blocked. And crash eastbound I-80. This is an Immigration Canyon, milepost 134 on the left shoulder. And as always, you can let us know what you're seeing on the roads via text if it's safe for you to do that, 33986. Spooks Boutique, the go-to destination for oddities, curiosities, antiques, collectibles, provided by a community of local artists for over 13 years. 3453 South State Street. Spooks Boutique is where Halloween is not a holiday, it's a lifestyle.
Frank Christ is here.
Oh, hello, everyone.
The Grim Reaper, the Reaper of Frank, did you hear all those puppies got adopted?
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
You like puppies, don't you?
I like famous puppies.
I see. Famous puppies. Celebrity puppies.
Celebrity
Like
puppies.
Lassie and Benji. Yes.
Yeah. Frank Christ is a Grim Reaper, the Reaper of Celebrity Souls. And it's celebrities only, and it's terrible for Frank because he loves them.
All of our precious celebrities, everything they say and do is right.
We play a little game with Frank called Frank Chris
They're
Presents.
fine. They're just fine.
He gives me a list of actors, and 3 of the actors on this list are...
Well, they're just fine.
But one of them, Frank, is taken, and it is a contestant's job to figure out who is the dead celebrity. Do we have anybody on the line?
John is here.
John would like to play the game. Hi, John. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
That's great to know, John. I'm so glad. John, if you can identify the dead celebrity in our macabre little game here, you will win a fine prize, which is what, Gina?
A $50 gift card to Fiddler's Sports Bar. Tired of detouring your way through Sugar House? Fiddler's is easily accessible from 11th East with free parking, now open for lunch and dinner daily, Sunday brunch, and awesome late-night eats. Come unwind and enjoy a game with a cold one at Fiddler's. Sugar House's neighborhood sports bar, 1063 East, 21st South. John, I hope you're 21 or older because this is a bar.
Just barely, and that sounds delicious.
Okay, great.
All right. John, because it's National Boss Employee Exchange Day, Frank has given me a list of actors in movies about office work. Here we go. Identify the dead celebrity out of these 4. Number 1, Stephen Root. He starred as Jimmy James on the NBC sitcom News Radio, and he was Bill, I don't know how to say his last name, and Buck Strickland on the animated series King of the Hill. Dauterive. Thank you, Frank. Bill Dauterive and Buck Strickland on the animated series King of the Hill. And he's Milton in Office Space. And he was in Office Space. That's his office work movie. Number 1, Stephen Root. Number 2, John Mahoney, known for playing the retired police officer Martin Crane on Frasier. Mahoney also was in Moonstruck. His other notable film roles include Tin Men, 8 Men Out, Say Anything. He's in a movie about industrial office work called The Hudsucker Proxy. Number 2, John Mahoney. Number 3 is J.K. Simmons. He's been in over 200 film and TV roles for his role as the sadistic music instructor Terrence Fletcher. In Whiplash, he got an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He was William Frawley, Bub, in Being the Ricardos, for which he received another nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He's in Up in the Air, about a movie about corporate downsizing. Number 3, J.K. Simmons. And finally, Adrian Griner, best known for being Vincent in the TV series Entourage. He's also been in the films Drive Me Crazy, Trashfire, and Marauders. He is in The Devil Wears Prada, about the fashion design industry. Number 4, Adrian Griner. There you go. Which one of those actors is dead, John?
I'm going to guess number 2.
You say John Mahoney? You're correct. He died in 2018. He had throat cancer.
Too soon.
77 years old. Congratulations, you got that Fiddler's gift certificate. Hang on the line, John, and Katie will tell you what to do next.
Well, I just happened to be checking on Polly Holiday yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
when it happened.
Oh, she went, huh?
Oh, her last words were, "Kiss my That was it.
You had to fill the grits in?
I did it for
Yeah,
her.
okay.
Fill the grits in.
I'm going to check on Brian De Palma today. He's 85.
Oh, yeah, well.
Lola Falana's 83. She's fine. She's just
She
fine.
should be.
But in our parade of dead hippies that we had earlier this week, I'm
Yeah.
worried about Mickey Hart.
Uh-oh.
Grateful Dead drummer, 82.
Yeah.
Better go check on him. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Frank.
There he goes. Crash eastbound I-80 approaching the East Canyon exit on the right shoulder. Traffic Mid-Valley Highway out of Erda is at a crawl from Parachute Lane toward I-80. And crash I-15 southbound approaching the I-80 West interchange out of Davis County. The HOV lane and shoulder are blocked. And nothing's come in via text, but you certainly can send us something if you're seeing it out there. 33986.
All right, KXRK Provo, going to take a break. We'll be back after these with some geek news for you. Boner of the day is on the way. Also, the X-Poll is coming up. As soon as we award the boner, that's when we'll have the X-Poll for you. So stand by for all.
603-986.
Like Ashley in Bountiful did. She's enjoying pancakes in Bountiful right now.
Are they quality pancakes?
I hope so,
Well,
for Ashley's sake.
I don't remember the last time I had a pancake. I love pancakes.
Yeah.
I need to have some pancakes.
I know a place.
Yeah?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Not on the air.
Okay.
Hiding pancakes, Carrie? Gatekeeping pancakes?
I am. I don't want this. This place is already too crowded. I don't need it any more crowded than it is.
It's not the original Pancake House.
No. All right. It is time for a little bit of geek news for you, brought to you by
Cabin Fever, located in Charlie Square. It's locally owned, operated since 1982. Cabin Fever, so much more than a card store.
So they have other things other than cards
Yeah,
there.
but they do have cards.
But they have much more.
Yes.
I'll get you one of them kitty cat clocks.
They used to have a lot of vintage candy in there. Mm-hmm. Old things that you don't see anymore.
You know those clocks with the cat's eyes that go back and forth?
And the tail wags.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. It was Star Trek Day last week, September 8th. Mm-hmm. That's the celebration of the premiere of Star Trek back in '66. So it is the 60th anniversary. And so Paramount has been making announcements ever since then about their latest Star Trek projects.
Right.
Of course, the Lego collaboration. It's very exciting
High time.
because we've never had Star Trek Legos.
Mm-hmm.
We've Paramount's tried to do it with other toy companies, blocks and things like that, but it's just not been the same.
So you're not talking about a movie, Star Trek Lego movie about Star
Play
Trek?
sets.
Okay.
Play sets.
All right.
Let's see, and that's very exciting. Some of the other announcements made were this. As I've told you before, my inside sources say that the trouble they're having with Star Trek at Paramount is they're not getting the young people to join in.
So how do we get the young people?
Well, they started Let's Go Young, so we got the Starfleet Academy TV series.
Just animated,
coming
right?
out. No, this is live action coming.
Mm-hmm.
But then they went, let's go even younger.
I heard about this.
Let's go to the 8-year-olds, shall we?
All right, Scouts, it's Asteroid Blasting Time.
Your mission is to discover, grow, and boldly go.
Activate the asteroid deflector wheel.
On it like a comet, JR.
So this is
Oof, that didn't work.
Reacher mode! Reach! Whoa! Awesome! It's a Targ from Planet Kronos! 10 seconds to impact!
No time to waste that.
So this is developed by Nickelodeon Digital Studios.
So it's animated?
It's animated.
You can ask your parents to subscribe to the Blaze and the Monster Machines YouTube channel for new Star Trek Scouts videos and find more of your favorite shows on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, ask your parents to subscribe.
It sounds terrible.
It's not for you.
It's not for you.
I know.
You're not 8 years old.
It's about 3 8-year-old friends, JR, Sprocket, and Rue, as they train to become future Starfleet explorers. And again, it's on YouTube and Nickelodeon. There's only one episode right now. More are coming.
I just hate that voice that the announcer. You got to talk down to the kids. You got to get your parents.
You can watch a couple of those that are online right now. Star Trek is also going to get a float at the Rose Parade.
Okay, that's good.
In Pasadena this year. We don't know what it is, but it'll probably feature Starfleet Academy, I would think.
Should have had that a long time ago.
Exactly. Well, they had to wait for the 60. Now the original cast is dead, pretty much, except for 3.
So who's left?
Shatner.
Yeah.
Takei.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And Chekhov.
Well, oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're still hanging around, still lurking about.
They put creatures in our bodies.
Let's see. Of course, Strange New Worlds is currently wrapping up its 3rd season this week.
I like that show.
Yeah. Seasons 4 and 5 are still to come. 5 will be a truncated season. There is a podcast called Star Trek Khan, which is a prequel to the events of Wrath of Khan. What this is Naveen Andrews voicing Khan, and they dig up Tim Russ to be Ensign Tuvok, and George Takei as Captain Sulu.
They dig him up.
And this is the events that take place after Kirk dropped Khan off on that planet, and
I remember, yeah.
And then when he manages to get off the planet.
And then how does that relate to Data? Khan Noonien Singh, is that the same
as Data?
As Ensign, as Commander Data? He was created
Sung.
by
Sung.
Oh, okay.
Different. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. Another thing that is going on. Now we're moving from Star Trek to something else. Now, when I was a kid, and we got HBO, much to the chagrin of my father. My mother wanted us to have it. There was a time when HBO was just movies, and there were like 15 of them on.
And play them over and over,
and they would play them over and over again.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them. One of the movies that they would play over and over again. This is a young Anthony Hopkins with a ventriloquist dummy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Remember this
Yeah.
one? Okay, so here's the trailer for that movie.
Abracadabra, I sit on his knee. Presto, changeo, and now he is me. Hocus pocus, we take her to bed. Magic is free. We're dead.
Josephine Levine presents Magic, a terrifying love story starring Anthony Hopkins, Anne Margaret, and Burgess Meredith. Rated R.
Kitten with a whip.
Yeah.
It's Magic with a K, right?
No, it's Magic.
Oh, it's just Magic?
It's Magic.
Oh.
So Sam Raimi and Roy Lee are going to remake Magic for Lionsgate.
Okay. Sure,
Well,
why
it was a
not?
pretty bad movie.
It was not great, no. Hopkins starred as Corky, a magician who reaches fame alongside his ventriloquist dummy Fats. Faced with the prospect of signing a network deal for his own show, but afraid of revealing his fragile mental state, he takes off to the Catskills, where he tries to reconnect with a high school love. That always ends well.
That's Anne Margaret.
Even as Fats began to murderously take control of the situation. And yes, that was Anne Margaret. So, Sam Raimi wants to remake that.
Okay,
We'll
sure.
see what
He
happens.
could do that.
Let's see. You ever wonder what Stephen King's favorite movies are?
I saw this.
You saw
but
the list?
I won't spoil it.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I saw it too.
He said, and what he said was, take away all of movies that have been made from my books.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't like a lot of the ones that have been made from his books.
He names 4. He says, excluding Misery, Shawshank, Green Mile, and Stand By Me. Those seem to be the ones that he likes. But here are his top 10 favorite movies. Sorcerer, Godfather 2, The Getaway, Groundhog Day, Casablanca, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Jaws, Mean Streets, Double Indemnity, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay.
They're all pretty good.
Yeah, all
He's
pretty
got,
good movies.
and I'm sure Sean Means will talk about it tomorrow.
The
Long Walk is a Stephen King.
Yeah, that's a Stephen King.
Yeah, it was like one of the first things he ever wrote, apparently.
It was Richard Bachman then. And I watched Alien Earth, Episode 6 last night.
Oh, yeah. I haven't
boy.
seen it yet.
Oh,
It's good?
boy.
It's good?
That sheep. That sheep.
Oh.
Just stares at you.
Uh-huh.
And that's all it takes.
Okay.
So you have to be watching
I guess
the show.
so,
It's a great show.
It is. And so they asked Sigourney Weaver, what do you think? She says, I'm really enjoying it. What I admire is the scope is so much more profound than just the Alien movie. It's about our world, what's dominating the world in 100 years, and to me, it's right on. She appreciates the new hybrid creatures and the androids based on children. All these things are so remarkable, and they're just building and building and building. The monsters that he's bringing in are terrifying. It's like we don't have enough problems with the alien. We need 50 more. I can't believe I'm watching this on TV. She's not wrong.
A friend of the program's reporting an accident southbound about 2.5 miles south of the 146 South exit. The left lane blocked, they say. Northbound I-15, 2 left lanes closed in Lehigh, milepost 285. Also northbound I-15, Pleasant Grove Boulevard off-ramp. crash eastbound I-80 in Immigration Canyon. And whatever you're seeing, it's always helpful if you'll text us and let us know what you're seeing on the roads. You do that at 33986.
We've got Boner of the Day coming up. Here are the candidates you'll be voting for today. Boner candidate number 1, getting frisky at FEMA. Boner candidate number 2, Joe feels that he's right, even when he's wrong. And boner candidate number 3, you got to know when to hold 'em, when to fold 'em, and when to jump overboard.
We got Big Boy News, Opinuendo, and Boner of the Day coming up after some messages and the song. The song you've heard before.
Okay.
But it's a very important on this day.
Oh.
So stand by for that. Salt Lake Film Society.
I told Festus last night that I'm so glad he's in town the same week that Spinal Tap 2 is coming out.
You guys got plans?
We got plans this weekend to go see Spinal Tap 2. The band continues at our favorite theater. That's Broadway Center Cinemas. Salt Lake Film Society sponsors all of that. Been very excited for Spinal Tap 2 coming. That's not all they do at Salt Lake Film Society. They also offer special events like the Tower of Terror starts this week. It's where they're playing some classic horror movies all Halloween season long. This weekend you have Green Room with Anton Yelchin and Patrick Stewart. And then Tremors, a classic. That's kind of, it's fun. You've probably seen it on TV. Might not have seen it on the big screen.
You need to see it on the big screen.
Kevin Bacon, of course. And I think they filmed part of that in Utah.
Some of it, yeah.
I believe. So go see it. Actually, that should always be the place you go see movies. They've got great concessions, great staff. You can find out more about these movies and buy tickets at slfstix.org.
Coming up this September 27th at Grand...
Because on this day, in 1991, Nirvana released Smells Like Teen Spirit, and everything changed.
I remember it
Sure
well.
did.
Yep. I remember the complaint calls.
I remember Dom Casual, who had the show before me and left me the CD saying, "You're going to like this.
Play it.
Play it."
Mm-hmm.
Did Dom like it?
Yeah.
I saw Nirvana with Dom Casual in New York City. Yeah, at the Rose Ballroom, Roseland, and that was really and Jesus Lizard opened for them. and they were actually quite good as well.
But yeah, I remember the complaints. What is this rock S that you are playing right now? And I said, this is the future. Sorry. Go and listen to your Depeche Mode cassettes because
you can enjoy both of them. It's okay.
It's all right.
I mean, what's the big deal, you know?
Exactly. Of course, same thing happened when we played the Beastie Boys for the first time, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 7:26 right now, time for Boner of the Day. 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, September 11, 2025. We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. One of you lucky random Boner voters will receive.
Can't buy it. Got to win it. Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1 getting frisky at FEMA. 2 more federal emergency management agency, that is FEMA, employees have been fired for using their government devices to sext foreign nationals and upload pornography.
Really?
An internal investigation conducted by the Department of Homeland Security's Insider Threat Program found that the 2 employees had been using government systems to engage in sexually explicit behavior. This comes 1 week after DHS Insider Threat Operations Center found 2 other FEMA employees had been using their government-issued devices to consume deviant pornography while at work. Some of this pornography apparently was bestiality. The investigation found that one of the fired employees, who has not been identified, had multiple sexually explicit conversations with a Filipino national through Facebook Messenger while on the FEMA network. Messages reviewed found graphic sexual content, references to a Filipino dating group, and plans to visit the foreign national later this year. The FEMA employees sexted foreign nationals and uploaded explicit images to adult websites. Another message showed the employee said, "I can't bring my phone inside the workplace, so I leave it in the car. Only chat here on Facebook Messenger while I'm working. I wish you were here, sitting in my lap while I work. I want to hug your waist while I work and smell your hair and kiss your neck." Another FEMA employee used his official government workstation to access an adult website to engage in multiple graphic conversations and upload an image of male genitalia to the platform. Boner candidate number 1 getting frisky at FEMA. Here's Boner candidate number 2. You know, Joe feels that he's right, even when he's wrong. Joe Rogan proved to have a challenging time admitting he made a mistake on his podcast after he mistook an obviously fake AI video of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as real.
Yeah.
Rogan brought up the subject of Walz who unsuccessfully ran for vice president, while he was interviewing comedian Tim Dillon. Quote, "You know what's really fun? When someone is in that whole race and running for president or vice president, and then the race is over and they realize that person was a liability," Rogan said. "So they cut them off, and that person goes wacky like Tim Walz." Rogan then went on to describe a bizarre AI-generated video of Tim Walz that was shared by Representative Riley Moore on X last month. In the video, a AI-generated Walz wears an F Trump shirt, dances and slaps his butt while riding down an escalator to the Pussycat Dolls' 2005 hit, "Don't Ya?" But the clip is altered. The Minnesota governor's face is superimposed on the body of a TikTok creator.
Even I could see that.
It seems that Rogan had not seen a fact check last week when he excitedly asked Dillon, "Have you seen the video?" When Dillon said he hadn't, Rogan said, "Oh, okay, well, let's play it." And he asked his producer, Jamie Vernon, "Find that weird clip and play it." Vernon pulls up the video, and Dillon says, the comedian says, "Is that really him?" "No, it's not real," Rogan's producer says. "It is real," Rogan says. "No, it's not," says his producer. "Yes, it is," Rogan says. "It's AI-generated," his producer says. No, it's real," Rogan says. They continued to argue, and then Rogan finally admitted, because Vernon points out that it clearly states at the top of the video he was playing, it says right at the top, "This video is AI-generated."
Yeah. Yes.
And what does Rogan say to that when he's finally, shown the truth? Well, you know what? I believed that because he's capable of doing something that dumb. I fell for it because I believe he was capable of doing something that dumb.
No, first of all, he hasn't been cut off by the Democrats. And,
No.
Joe...
His inability to admit that he's wrong is what's weird.
Cash in, Joe. Cash in.
Even when it's pointed out that he's wrong,
yeah,
he's right because he feels that he's right.
Folks, if any of you listen to or admire or get your advice from him, time to rethink that.
He's a bubblehead.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
He's a comedian with a podcast.
Yes.
And he's not really much of a comedian.
Not much, no. Terrible. That last special on Netflix, awful.
Boner candidate number 2. Joe feels that he's right even when he's wrong. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. You got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them, and you got to know when to jump overboard.
All right, boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and Opinuendo, brought to you by...
Master winemakers and experienced wine enthusiasts from around the world gather in the mountains for the annual prestigious Park City Wine Festival, October 2nd through the 4th. Experience the beauty of Park City while sipping on the most incredible showcase of wines from around the world. Plan your visit at parkcitywinefest.com. You must be 21 or older.
Now, if you hear anything about this before we do, please let us know. But a suspect remains at large after conservative political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed during a speaking appearance at Utah Valley University in Orem.
I thought there was supposed to be a press conference.
It's 7 o'clock.
And I haven't seen anything.
I'm kind
of monitoring it.
Yeah, I heard it was supposed to be at 7, but
I have not seen. I'll let you know.
And by the way, the press conference they did after a couple of hours after the shooting down in Orem was not a press conference.
No.
It was a public relations event.
Yep.
And that's it. They didn't. I don't think they let anybody ask any questions. And they didn't really have what little information they had was erroneous. Charlie Kirk is dead. Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social account, he was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA organization, confirmed that their founder is dead. FBI Director Kash Patel said a suspect was in custody just before 4:30 p.m., but then 90 minutes later he said that person had been released. That was George Zinn, who I've had encounters with, and anybody who's done any political speaking in Utah has probably encountered George Zinn. He's a gadfly. And by the way, when they arrested him, they were taking him away for questioning in handcuffs. His pants fell down around his ankles.
Yeah.
That's George Zinn. Let's see. School officials said one shot was fired from the top of the Losey Center on campus, which is approximately 200 yards from where Kirk was speaking. Officials are still analyzing security footage and said the suspect... So they apparently see somebody on the building in the security
I've seen
footage
some,
dressed in all dark clothing.
They have posted some of that. It's very hard to
it's
see
hard
anything.
to tell.
The shooting came moments after Kirk was speaking about gun violence and mass shootings during a briefing from state officials. Governor Cox said the incident was a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I keep hearing people, politicians and other people speaking, saying, this is not who we are. I'm afraid it is.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but yeah.
I think I would say if you are compelled to say something like that, I think you should say that. This should not be who we are.
I mean, take a look at history.
This should not be who we are, but it seems to be.
I think that the mechanism that Charlie Kirk was using, I want more of, and I fear that this is going to discourage it from happening. This was the first stop on a tour he was doing of college campuses.
Yeah.
And this wasn't him just going to college campuses and talking.
He debates.
That's
what he calls it. He invites anybody to come up and debate with him.
And I know when I was talking to my daughter yesterday, she knew people that had gone specifically to debate him, and I think we need more of that. I hope somebody maybe takes up the mantle of that and continues it, because that's what college campuses should be. It should be there was a petition circulated to not have him there. And I disagree with that. I think college campuses should have these opportunities for different voices and
Vice President J.D. Vance will travel to Salt Lake today to pay his respects to the family of Charlie Kirk. This was so horrible. I had read that his wife and his two very small children, one a babe in arms, they were there at the event when their father and husband was shot. He's canceling previous plans, Vance is, to go to New York City to honor the victims of 9/11 terror attacks. And coming to Salt Lake City, he will be joined by his wife. The vice president was a friend of the charismatic conservative activist Kirk. I heard this morning on another radio station that Charlie Kirk's body is at the medical examiner's office, and we have reporters there standing by. What, in case he comes back to life? I mean, what, why? I didn't get it. 9/11 attacks are still very much reverberating with people. Americans remembering 9/11 on Sunday. There were some tributes, tear-smoked tributes, tear-choked tributes, and pleas to never forget. Bonita Mentis set out to read victims' names at Ground Zero, wearing a necklace with a photo of her slain sister, Siobhan, a 25-year-old immigrant who worked for a financial firm. It's been 21 years since it happens, but it's not 21 years for me. It seems like it was just yesterday, Mentis said. The wounds are still fresh. No matter how many years have passed, nobody can actually comprehend what happened that very day.
Just to back up, here's a couple things that have come out this morning. I guess they did come out with some statements this morning.
Okay.
This is to go back to Charlie Kirk.
Uh-huh.
They have a palm print, footprint, and video. Bolt rifle found wrapped in a towel in the woods near campus. Arrived on campus at 11:52. Got on the building, walked across the area overseeing the crowd. Shots fired at 12:20. Jumped off the building, ran through the woods off campus into the neighborhood. So they've got all that, but they have
seemed highly planned then.
But they have the rifle.
They do have the weapon. Okay.
See, it seems very planned. This person knew the area, knew what they were doing. They knew how to. They knew how to get on top of the building. They knew they had a plan on where to run when they were done. This is an interesting thing. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer on Thursday fired the country's ambassador to the United States. He fired the UK ambassador to the United States, Peter Mandelson, over his links to Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's, I guess, this Mandelson guy, his name has been coming up in Jeffrey Epstein files, and Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, said, really? You know what? You're fired.
Well, how about that?
That's somebody who's taking decisive action, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Weather, traffic.
Okay, let's see. 66 right now. Going to have a high of 84 today. Only a 10% chance of thunderstorms this evening. Overnight low 60. Looks like we'll dip into the 70s maybe Friday and Saturday, cooling things off a little bit. Traffic crash I-15 northbound Point of the Mountain, blocking 2 left lanes, and the shoulder traffic is backed almost to 2100 north in Lehigh. Crash southbound I-15 Beck Street, Highway 89. Crash southbound I-15 at 2300 north in Salt Lake. There's some people saying that Parley's is very, very slow this morning as well. If you can let us know what you're seeing on the roads, we appreciate it when you do. 33986 now through September 28th. Save up to $120 on select sets of Michelin tires at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Here's Boner candidate number 3. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to jump overboard. Jay Gonzalez-Diaz was on the Rhapsody of the Seas ship near the port of San Juan in Puerto Rico, and he's been traveling on the Royal Caribbean ship when he attempted to avoid paying over $16,000 to the cruise line, $16,000 in gambling debts, by jumping off the ship. The boat set off from the port of San Juan in Puerto Rico, traveled to Barbados before returning to port. which is when Mr. Gonzalez Diaz, reportedly jumped off the ship while guests were disembarking around 9 a.m. His attempted escape failed, however, when he was brought to shore by some people on jet skis. In footage obtained by CBS News and local station, Gonzalez Diaz could be seen between two jet skis. He was arrested by Customs and Border Protection officers near the Capitol building. Following his arrest, he was charged with a federal crime and has been accused of attempting to avoid monetarily reporting requirements when traveling to the U.S. So apparently he had a lot of gambling debts, $16,000. He did have a bag of cash with him, $14,000. So he didn't want to give that to the cruise people. He just wanted it off. So he jumped overboard. Boner candidate number 3. You got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them, and you got to know when to jump overboard.
All right, so let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, getting frisky at FEMA. Looks like a total of 4 FEMA employees have been fired for using their Federal Emergency Management Agency devices, their computers, their special issue phones and all of that, for pornographic enterprises and sexually explicit behavior. Boner candidate number 2, Joe feels that he's right. Joe Rogan, that is. Even when he's wrong. Joe Rogan having an argument about this AI-generated piece of video, and he kept insisting that it was real. It was really Tim Walz doing all of it. And it says right at the top of the video, this is AI-generated. No, it's real, it's real, it's real. Finally, he backs off a little bit, saying, but you know why I think it's real, or I thought it was real? Because I believe he would do that.
Yeah.
That's Boner candidate number 2. And then number 3, the guy who jumped overboard to avoid paying his gambling debts.
All right. Here we go. Time to vote for your boner of the day. The one that you think is the worst. The one that you think should be boner of the day. 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text and then text that to 33986. Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth. She'll take your live voice votes. 877-602-9696. Or go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners, September 11, 2025. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. All right. You've got 3 minutes to get your vote in, so let's go. And don't forget, as soon as we award the boner, the phone lines will be wide open for the X poll. The question is, tell us about the worst person you've ever had to work with. Let's try to keep it as anonymous as possible. No names, no company names. Just tell us the circumstances around why this was the worst person you ever had to work with. That's coming up as soon as we award Boner of the Day. Get to voting. Let's go.
986.
All right, 7:48. It's time to award Boner of the Day.
And the Boner of the Day is brought to you in part by, delicious, it was like so all the ingredients that you would put on an Italian sandwich, except it's in pasta, cold, like a cold pasta salad with all of those ingredients. It was really good.
And why spend stupid ticket prices for concerts when you can experience great live music for much less at Salt Lake's coolest, most intimate venues? Don't miss Andy Frasco and the UN Thursday, September 11th at the Commonwealth Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Well, the Boner voting went, I guess, pretty much as I thought it would. The FEMA came in second, frisky FEMA employees. The guy who jumped overboard to avoid paying his gambling debts. He was dead last. Yeah. The winner with over 200 votes, Joe Rogan. Number 2.
Okay.
Yep. Good.
So there you go.
All right. That's your Boner of the Day for today. September 11, 2025. Now qualified to be Boner of the Week. That'll happen tomorrow at 9:50. Dave the Flower Guy will just walk in here and tell us who Boner of the Day is. Or week, excuse me.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's the X poll.
It is.
You need to call us to participate. 877-602-9696 is the number. And what's the question specifically, Gina?
Who's the worst person you ever worked with? Again, no names, and that's not just the person, but we don't need business names either.
The worst person I ever worked. I really can't. I couldn't. I can't. I can't. I couldn't say in this room. I couldn't say it in this room. No, I mean, really, to be honest, I thought about it, and I guess it would be some directors and acting teachers I had.
Oh, really?
In the theater
that treated you poorly.
Yeah, and treated other people poorly. They teaching acting, it's a really personal thing, and they kind of dig around in your personal lives. And some of them, a couple of people they pushed that way too far, and I didn't care for them. I didn't like working with them.
There was a general manager that I worked for at one of my first jobs, country radio station, and the station was going through some slight success. It was starting to make some money.
Okay,
I was working overnights, and there was a staff meeting, and one of the jocks, Dave Lukow was his name, pretty smart dude, looked at this general manager, Peter Schermeyer was his name, and said, okay, well, now that the station is having a little bit of success, as you have just told us, how about, a little bit of money for the rest of us?
I remember this.
Sure.
A raise.
Yeah.
That seems like a reasonable...
Well...
And what did he say?
Peter looked at Dave and said, well, I do that, but all you do is increase your standard of living.
I don't want you to do that.
At which point, Lukow looked at him and said, yeah, my kids would have real milk instead of powdered milk. How about that?
Wow.
But that guy wasn't the worst person that I have worked with. No, that's just a story that I can recall right now. We could be here all day.
I thought about my radio experience, though, and we all worked for one guy that was pretty much we all worked for the one guy.
You can't say what you used to call him.
Yeah.
That's not radio.
The a-hole from El Paso.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not who I'm thinking
of.
No?
Oh,
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I can't say.
Okay, all right.
Let's go to the phones.
Let's go to the phones. Instead of us sitting here airing our grievances, we'll let you. So again, it's the X poll. Chris, keep names out of it and business names out of it, all right? So just keep it as vague as possible.
Who's the worst person you ever worked for, Chris?
Or with?
Well, like Terry, I've had quite a few that I could just go on and on because people are terrible. But I went to work for a moving company one summer, and I ended up getting paired up with a Satan worshiper.
Now, all the Satan worshipers I've ever met are good people.
How did you know this person was a Satan worshiper?
How do you think?
Because they enjoyed telling people that they were a Satan worshiper.
Yeah.
But he also smoked in the cab where he was not supposed to, and we had a day where we were on our way to a work site, and we stopped at a gas station to fill up. He was the first person back to the truck after getting snacks and such. He was telling me, yo, check it out. There's this lady in this Jeep over here, and he just wouldn't leave her alone. When we went to leave that place, whoever was driving the Jeep tried to stay on the opposite side of the pumps from him, and he got mad and went, whatever, it's not like I'm going to find her and rape her.
Oh, jeez.
And nobody said a thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's some Satan worshipers have special privileges.
There's bad ones in every.
Hey, we'll see you later.
Thanks.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. Keep the names out of it. Rob, go ahead.
All right. So back around 2018, I co-owned a pizza place down Utah County.
Okay.
All right? I had an employee. He was a delivery driver, young guy, and come to find out, he was getting so high while driving around delivering pizzas, he was handing the customers a lighter instead of a pen to sign the receipt for his tip.
Wow, that's good.
Here's how I found this out, right? He posted it on Twitter that he did it. So that's how I found out. And then, we let him go. And then he also got arrested for selling weed in front of the store. So
there you go.
He did you a favor by posting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you,
Rob.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Have a good one.
Let's go to Mike in Nashville, and then we'll take a break. Mike, go ahead.
Good morning. So when I was in high school back in Utah, I worked at local fast food place like almost everybody does. Our assistant manager, he was great. I mean, he did everything by the book and everything. But when we would close the store every night, he would play Insane Clown Posse every night, and I blame him for me knowing all the words from the great Malenko album.
Wow.
Magnets, how do they work?
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That would be pretty bad. Thank you, Mike.
All right, Mike. You get the idea now. It's the X poll. Who is the worst person you've ever worked with?
When we take a break, I'll tell you.
All right, please. Remember, when you call in, leave names out of it. Let's keep it as anonymous as possible. All right? We'll continue after these traffic, please, Gina.
The fire trucks are leaving the scene of the crash. Northbound I-15 point of the mountain, the HOV lane and left shoulder are still blocked there. Crash southbound I-15 Beck Street, Highway 89 off to the left shoulder. Southbound I-15 2300 and north. And northbound I-15 in Lehigh, milepost 285. Two left lanes are closed there. You can always share with us what you're seeing out there on the roads. We appreciate it when you do. When it's safe for you to text 33986.
All right. KXRK Provo. We will take a break. We'll be back continuing the X poll. Tell us about the worst person you've ever had to work with. Leave names out of it, please, if you would. Mike Hale Acura.
I had one of our salespeople come to me a couple days ago, and she said, would you mind doing ads for Mike Hale Acura? I said, well, I bought 3 MDXs from Mike Hale. So no, not at all. I love those cars specifically, and I always had a good experience at Mike Hale. When you purchase a new or precision certified Acura, you'll be enrolled in the Mike Hale Complete program, which includes paintless dent repair, windshield repair, key replacement, and more for 3 years. This is free of charge. It's not extra. Only available at Mike Hale Acura. You can get a hail of a deal here. It says. It's right here.
No, that's good. Can I just ask how you drive 3 Acuras?
Well, they were.
You didn't buy them all at once. Okay.
No, and now Mohammed has one of my old ones. Is his car that he drives now.
Oh, really?
I clearly love them.
Can I have the next one?
Sure. Mike Hale Acura. Like Jennifer in Harriman did. Jennifer, you should call in and participate in the X poll. I'm sure you had a terrible boss in Harriman.
In Harriman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the X poll continues. 877-602-9696. Just tell us the worst person you ever had to work with.
No names, please.
Yeah.
Name of person or business. We don't
Yes.
need that.
Exactly. Let's begin with Anon.
Hello, Anonymous.
I guess that's me.
Yeah, you.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay, so I used to work at a big box. I used to work at a big box hardware store, home improvement store, at their pro desk, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy in charge of the lumber department, 21-year-old kid, doesn't know anything about construction, would give customers the most erroneous, just made up information. He was just full of feces, if you will. So we ended up calling him Honey Bucket behind his back. And eventually to his face. And he never got it because he's never been on a construction job in his life.
No.
He didn't know what you were saying.
Did he finally get fired?
No.
Well, there you go.
No, he's still there as far as I know.
Oh, great. Well,
but so just don't go there.
Okay,
all right.
Tell Katie off the air what it is so we won't go there. All right, see you later.
Thank you. Let's go to Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Keep it anonymous, please.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your story?
Yeah, so I worked at an office, and we had a manager who started to implement L. Ron Hubbard's business model.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
And
How'd
she
that work?
hired a coach that she spent tens of thousands of dollars on. And it was basically this intro trying to get us all to become Scientologists.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yep.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks for letting me listen.
Okay,
Recruiting.
877-602-9696 is the number to call to participate in the X poll. Tell us about the worst person you've ever had to work with. Let's go to Tim the Tree Guy. Hi, Tim.
Good morning. How are we?
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I got a couple of them, but they're both dead, so I can use names.
Sure.
They still have family.
They got family.
Okay, well, one guy they were old climbers. That when I first started out, they were the guys that were supposed to be training me.
Yeah.
And one guy dropped a log that was about 6 feet long and probably 18 inches in diameter through a roof. It ended up being the people's coffee table. And I'm not kidding. It landed right, smashed the coffee table. And all he did was got out of the tree and said, "Pack it up, we're out of here."
No.
And another guy, I'm trimming one tree, and he's in the other tree next to me, and we're up close to this house.
Yes.
And he cut this limb that was about 8 inches in diameter and about 30 feet long, and just hit the house, ripped the gutter off and everything. And I'm like, "What was that?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought I could bounce it off the house."
Thought I could bounce it.
So
good plan.
Yeah.
I thought I could bounce it.
All right.
Wow.
Thanks, you, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. Let's see. An MLM junkie talked me into her latest scam. In working and traveling together, I had a front row seat as to how little she thought of her husband, kids, and friends. It was disgusting. She's divorced now. But, of course, this is the answer that will be tough to beat. I work with the Utah legislature. Pick one.
That's it.
There you go.
We got Shane.
Shane is there. Hi, Shane. Keep it as
Howdy.
Keep it anonymous.
Hello.
Shane. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So back when I was in my early 20s, I worked for a large local furniture and appliance dealer. We probably all know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I had to work a week on delivery because somebody was out on vacation, and I worked with this driver who Anyway, it was after our last delivery of the day. We were driving back to the warehouse, and we were passing an elementary school. This guy started just going off about how hot he thought all these elementary school aged girls.
Oh boy!
And so I stopped him.
Good.
Said,
I mean, good.
Good. Yeah, and I said, these are young girls, you sick SOB, and said, and he goes, I'm just looking, I'm not touching.
Yuck. All of this is yuck.
You speak one more word, and I'm going to beat the living cuss out of you right here in the truck. And anyway, he shut his mouth the rest of the way back and didn't look at me one more time. So get back to work, and I go straight to my boss and tell him everything that he said in the truck. And I said, I do not want to work with this guy. I'm going to quit if I ever have to see this guy again. Luckily, the guy that day, he parked his truck, clocked out, and never came back to work. So never had to see him again. But probably the worst person I've ever had to work with.
Thank you, Shane.
Wow, thanks. Let's go to Christine.
Hello.
Christina.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi.
So I worked for a lady. She said that she's going to purposely pay me under the table so I can qualify for assistance because I was a single mom. And I'm like, I don't understand the logic behind that, because don't you want to raise people up and pay your employees and make sure that they have enough money to support themselves? And instead, she was just like, we're going to pay you under the table to make sure that you just barely get by in life.
That makes no sense at all. I hope you didn't work there very long.
I didn't. I lasted one full day, and then I was done. I'm like,
did you get under the table to get your 1 day's worth of pay?
I didn't. I did get to use her very nice restroom at her very nice house in Harriman, and that was it.
Okay.
I was like done.
All right, thanks, Christina.
Thank you.
See ya.
All right, thank you very much.
I've worked jobs that they paid me under the table, off the record.
Off the record.
Yeah.
All right,
thank you.
Let's go to Miss D.
Hello, Miss D. What's your story?
Hello. So, hi. I worked for a pre-K school that you have to pay for, and during COVID, I was the last one hired, so the first one laid off. So go through all the process, getting unemployment, and then she called unemployment to say that I got, quote, fired, so I wouldn't get unemployment because she hadn't paid her unemployment dues for 15 years.
Oh.
Ah, well, there you go.
That's bad.
Yeah, she probably called to say that you quit, because if you quit, you don't. It's harder to qualify.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you can, but it takes. So she probably said that you quit. If you're fired, you can get benefits immediately. So
there was it was a whole lawsuit and everything.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hope you're in a better place now.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm a fourth grade teacher.
Oh, good.
All right, good.
Thank you. All right.
Have a great day.
See ya.
Let's see. Here's had an employer who made people tell their most embarrassing story on their first day. Sexual or potty humor encouraged.
That's awful.
Encouraged.
Jeez.
And then proceeded to give you a nickname based on that for your tenure.
That's horrible.
Wow.
What was your nickname? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. All right.
You want to hear mine quick?
Sure.
When I quit the job I was working to go work full-time at the radio station, my boss said, you can't quit. And I said, why? And he said, because I love you. And I said, that's even more reason why I can't work here anymore.
He meant that.
Oh, yeah. It was super creepy.
Wow.
Huh. Did you have any idea that he lusted after you?
I mean, no. It was horrible.
Awkward.
You can't quit because I love you.
Ugh.
That's kind of a compliment.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
not.
Oh, come on.
Horrible.
I love you.
Yeah, but not like that. Like, this was not like that. This was like, no. It's different.
Okay. All right.
Crash I-15 northbound just after Center Street in Provo, blocking 2 left lanes and shoulder. Traffic is backing toward University Avenue. Crash eastbound SR 201 5600 West in Salt Lake. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, please text us and let us know if it's safe for you to do that. 33986. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice, paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State or HasterGames.com.
We will move that X poll. I don't know, should we?
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not this one.
Yeah.
Oh, someone will accidentally put
we can't
names
control
and stuff,
it.
Exactly.
Probably not.
Let's not do that.
Good
Sorry.
call. Good call, Jackson.
That was Katie. That was all Katie. All right. Let's see. We will take a break, play a song. After that song, it's Beat Gina. It is time to play Beat Gina. All you have to do is play the game, multiple choice, pop culture trivia. You'll win
tickets to see Goldfinger with Unwritten Law and Zebrahead September 12th at the Complex.
All right. 877-602-9696. Line up now for those Goldfinger tickets. Get on it. We'll give them away after these messages and a song. Larson, HVAC and Plumbing.
Yeah, so we all have a brand new air conditioner at our house that we got installed by our friends at Larson.
Yep.
And I did not know how uncomfortable my home was until I got that new AC.
I did. I've been over there.
So we all got that done. They ordered a bunch of them this summer, and you might be thinking, oh, I'm not going to worry about my AC now. It's almost time for the furnace anyway, and I won't worry about the AC. Get your AC taken care of now. That way, when it gets hot first thing next year, you'll be ready to go. And now is the time to do it. They have 10 extra air conditioners that they ordered, and you, if you buy one of these, are getting a better deal than we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
You can get one of these air conditioners for $1,000 off. These are high-efficiency air conditioners. You'll also get 1 year of their VIP protection plan, absolutely free. It's a $300 value by itself. Give them a call, 801-930-5450, or you can go online at larsonhvac.com/X96.
So anyway, I have this gum here that my kid showed me last night, and I haven't tried it yet. It's called, have you heard of this? Juicy Drop gum? And as it turns out, there's a whole bunch of Juicy Drop candies. You have to go to some trouble to eat this gum. So here's the stick of gum, the piece of gum, and as you'll see, it's about an inch long, and it has a trough down the middle of it, a little groove down the middle of it.
Okay.
So what you're supposed to do, then it comes with this bottle, flavor boosting gel.
Where did you get this?
From Little Bill. And so you take the flavor boosting gel and you squeeze it, and it's really like the consistency of gel deodorant or.
This seems like
See?
complicated.
I know.
gum.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm doing it now. I've squeezed the gel into the little trough, and then oh, I see.
Is this the first time you've tried it?
Yeah. Oh.
What?
So the deal is,
Yes?
the piece of gum is very sweet.
Okay.
This gel is very sour. It's actually quite good. And I found their website, the Juicy Drop website.
Okay.
And there are all kinds of Juicy Drop candies. For instance, Juicy Drop gummies. It's like a little gumdrop, and it's got a little crater in it.
Why don't they just make it with the flavor inside of it?
Like the gum we had.
Freshen Up gum.
Freshen Up, yeah.
Because it's a gimmick. That's why.
This is too
You're
much
making me
work.
do all the work.
Oh, here's another one. Juicy Drop gummy dippin' sticks.
Dippin' sticks.
So what that is, you get a little tub of gel with a lid on it. You take the lid off. There's a hole in it.
Yeah.
And you get these gummy gumdrop sticks. They're not round like gumdrops. And you dip it in the gel. This gum is really quite good. And I'm sure really good for you.
It's not freshening your breath. It's like it's more like
it's
candy.
a candy gum, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I prefer gum that's a breath freshener, not a candy gum.
Yeah, this would be more of a candy. And then you've got juicy, and there are a lot of Juicy Drop gum flavors. There are 5 fan flavors: Knockout Punch, Blue Rebel, Watermelon Blast, Strawberry Lemonade, and Apple Attack. I think this must be Watermelon Blast. All right, so, and then there's games here too. You can play
games.
Yes, you can play the Candy Adventure Builder, or the Juicy Drop Gum game, or the Sour Space Shark Attack game on their website. It's
Space sharks?
It's when gummies attack, it says. So, I don't know. Maybe people are more familiar with this. You guys didn't know about it, though.
No,
I don't.
Like Carrie said, the first thing I thought of was Freshen Up gum.
Yeah, that old gum that had the liquid center.
And, which was sort of satisfying when you.
It was kind of creepy though, because it was like there was a spider body in the middle of your gum or something. But it's sort of different. But now
it probably wears off the flavor.
It's worn off already, and also the flavor of the gum itself is wearing off already.
Is it good for blowing bubbles, or is it just kind of a weak gum?
I won a bubble gum blowing contest once at school.
You won? They measured how big? Can you blow a bubble inside a bubble?
I can't do that.
Oh, no. I used to be able to do that. Oh, yeah, Bill's blowing a bubble.
It's just okay bubble gum.
Yeah, it's too small. It's not the best.
If I had a double bubble.
How can you do that? How do you do it?
So you blow the bubble.
Right.
And then you can, while it's sitting there, you stretch the gum out again, and then you can blow a bubble inside a bubble.
Now I'm going to have to, I kind of see that. I've just never thought of trying that.
I haven't had bubble gum in so long, but.
I used to love it.
You know what a crime is?
What's
and
that?
It's one of the more famous bubble gums, Bazooka.
Yeah.
Bazooka Joe.
It's terrible bubble gum.
No, it tastes awful.
Tastes awful. It's hard, and it's next to impossible to blow a bubble.
But they had those hilarious comics that came with it.
That's the only reason to get them.
With
double bubble
the main character in Bazooka Joe comics.
Bazooka?
Remember his name?
Bazooka Joe.
No, the other one, Pud.
Pud was yeah.
And Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba was good blowing.
It was okay. It was no bubble yum. Bubble yum was.
Is there gum in that?
No.
I bet there's not gum in it.
Is there any bubble gum out there in that
I want to try it now.
thing?
I think, me
We
too.
need some decent bubble gum to blow bubbles.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you can still get bubble yum.
I haven't seen it.
Because it has to be a sort of a soft.
Yeah.
This is a soft bubble gum, but it's not. It's
And it-
not big enough.
And it was like that bubble gum was designed specifically just to blow bubbles. Because the flavor wasn't great, but the consistency of the gum was perfect for bubble blowing.
That's what I used to win the contest.
Yeah.
I won a bag of marbles.
Bag of marbles.
Yeah.
So there's no gum out there?
No.
That's a tragedy.
If I think of it today while I'm out, I'll get some bubble gum.
And let's have a bubble
Now,
gum
what about-
blowing contest here in this
What about
video.
Big League Chew? I've never had Big League Chew.
No.
You haven't?
Big
No.
League Chew
That's
is.
for pretending you're doing tobacco.
It's okay.
It's shredded.
Yeah.
Like
in a pouch.
tobacco.
Well,
Comes in a pouch.
I don't care the delivery system. I'm talking about the
What kind of
bubble.
bubble do you get?
Is it a quality bubble blowing?
Of course,
gum?
the big advancement in bubble blowing bubble gum, and I don't know which one it is, but maybe they all do it now, was when they came out with that doesn't stick to your face. It doesn't stick to you.
That was Bubble Yum.
Was it Bubble Yum?
Or Hubba Bubba, one of those.
Yeah. Because I used to blow bubbles and then it'd get all stuck on my face.
Yeah.
And if you have and back in the 3rd grade when I had a beard, it got stuck in my beard.
I will get some bubble gum today, and we will have a bubble gum blowing contest tomorrow.
All right.
Well, that's the kind of exciting radio that you get your pay cut for. That's right.
I told
That's
you
content, Carrie.
Content.
I told you there'd be something to do with this bubble gum break. I told you.
Goldfinger.
Because we're giving away tickets to Goldfinger with Unwritten Law and Zebrahead September 12th at the Complex.
With Beat Gina.
It's time for the most beloved game on radio today. It's time to play Beat Gina for fabulous prizes. And what fun to play along with a listener who tries to match wits with the incomparable Gina Barberi. I'm your announcer, Johnny O. When you need a hard-working steel wool soap pad, what do you choose? SOS or Brillo soap pads? Lab testing shows that SOS soap pads last longer, have more soap, and clean faster. That's why we have a picture of Brillo soap pads.
What happened?
I picked the wrong one. SOS reusable steel wool pads. No, I'm showing you the Brillo soap pads to tell you what not to buy.
Poor Hudson is panicking.
Yes, no, it's fine. You're fine, Hudson. No dish soap required. They cut through grease and remove baked-on food. American housewives have trusted SOS soap pads, not those awful Brillo soap pads, since 1917. And now try SOS steel wool soap pads with a fresh lemon scent. And now, here's your host, who always has a fresh lemon scent, Carrie Jackson.
Demetra, the chat room is right. The Brillo box looks like a Jell-O box.
It's a trick. It's a trick.
It's a trick, you think? All right. Well, the
ILLO.
Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Never mind.
Work.
Jeremiah is who the randomizer has picked to play against you today. Gina, Jeremiah, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Jeremiah, let's toss a coin to see who goes first. It does give you the advantage if you call it correctly, heads or tails.
Heads, please.
All right. See what happens. It is tails.
Oh, you're going to have to work for these Goldfinger tickets.
Terribly sorry. Because she won the toss, she goes first. The first question is for her to answer on her own. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. If she gets it correct, she gets the point. If not, Jeremiah, I hope you were paying attention to the question because I'll allow you to answer that same question correctly, stealing Gina's point away. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. Here we go. We've got some leftover 1990s TV show trivia.
Ooh.
Okay. Here we go. The show Spider-Man, the animated series.
Okay.
Marked the debut of what character outside of the comics?
Okay.
So this is the first time we saw them in something besides the comics.
Okay.
Was it 1, Christopher Lee, or Count Dooku?
Mm-hmm.
Was it 2, Jerry Mathers, or the Beaver? Was it 3, Dr. Kurt Connors, or the Lizard? Or 4, Eddie Brock, or Venom?
I have no idea. I will go with number 3.
The Lizard?
Yeah.
Nope, sorry, he was in the classic 1960s.
See, I told you.
All right, Jeremiah, here you go.
Okay, I'll take 4.
Venom.
Yes, there you are.
Good
That's
choice.
A point for Jeremiah, and Jeremiah controls the question.
Jeremiah, what TV show premiered on this day in 1990? What show premiered on this day in 1990? Was it 1, Surprise Parenthood? Was it 2, The Unbearable Whiteness of Beige? Was it 3, Twin Peaks? Or 4, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
That's a tough one. I'll go number 3.
Twin Peaks? It was in 1990, not on this day.
Oh, that's very specific. Then it must be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, it's 1-1, and now Gina has a chance to go ahead.
Gina.
Yes.
In the show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Aha.
there was tension between Tatiana Ali and Will Smith. Why?
Okay.
Between these actors. Was it 1, Will Smith constantly messed up his lines? Was it 2, Will Smith kept making passes at her? Was it 3, keep my Uncle Phil's name out your mouth? Or 4, he kept asking to allow him to hook her up to an e-meter?
I'm guessing he kept asking her out. No?
All right, Jeremiah.
All right, Jeremiah.
I'm going to go with number 1.
Messed up his lines all the time.
That's 2 for Jeremiah, only 1 for Gina. Jeremiah, you could win on this question.
In the show Seinfeld, what character was originally not supposed to be a part of the series? Was it 1, Newman? Was it 2, Elaine? Was it 3, newsman Les Nessman? Or 4, Gladys Kravitz, the nosy next-door neighbor?
I'll say number 1.
Newman? Oh.
No.
Ah, man.
It was Elaine because it was originally just a bunch of guys, and somebody said, you got to throw a girl in there.
Yes, correct.
I've often said that.
You gotta
no,
throw
it's
a girl
2-2.
Oh, it is?
It's 2-2.
Oh, I thought that was it.
No, Gina can now win on this question.
All right, Gina.
I will. I'll do it.
All right. We're going back to E.T. trivia.
Okay.
Okay. The gag where the mother looks into the closet and sees the alien surrounded by toys was dreamed up by who? Was it 1, Cheech and or Chong, 2, Mr. Rogers, 3, Drew Barrymore, or 4, Robert Zemeckis?
Drew Barrymore.
Oh.
Oh, Carrie.
Jeremiah, now you could win.
I'll go with number 4.
Robert Zemeckis.
And you win.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, nicely done, Jeremiah. That was a close fought game.
Yes. Very good.
You have these tickets for Goldfinger, Unwritten Law, and Zebrahead September 12th at the complex.
All right. Hang on the line, Jeremiah.
I've got to get home. Mrs. Zola just called. She's got something I need to pump up.
Ooh. Big Boy News and Opinuendo now, brought to you by
Laser Maestro presents Rush, only at Clark Planetarium. Step inside Friday and Saturday nights. Feel the power of Rush like never before. Stunning visuals, heart-pounding sound, legendary music surround you in every direction. Experience the ultimate Rush tribute. Go to clarkplanetarium.org.
Well, Charlie Kirk killer still at large, as far as we know. But the FBI say that they have found a high-powered rifle, and they tracked the movements of the suspected gunman. Kirk was shot at Utah Valley University. Officials say that the suspect appears to be of college age and fled into a neighborhood after the shooting. They have good video footage of the gunman, but have not yet identified him. And I don't know whether that means they haven't been able to identify him or they just aren't saying at this point. They have a weapon. That weapon was found in a wooded area near the university. They're analyzing a footprint and a forearm imprint, which would suggest that the shooter was lying down on his stomach. Earlier, 2 people were questioned by police and released. Charlie Kirk, who founded conservative group Turning Point USA when he was only 18 years old, was close to Donald Trump and to his family.
We've got Robert Gerke in our next break coming in.
Talk some more about
Maybe
it.
he has some info that we don't.
Yeah, whatever you thought of Charlie Kirk, certainly was he was a bright guy. I mean, he was smart. He knew what he was doing. He dropped out of college, interestingly enough, and got very politically involved. He was very well spoken. And again, whatever you thought of his politics, he didn't deserve to be gunned down on a university campus in front of his. I'm sure I read that his wife and 2 children were there, and there were a lot of just young kids there, college kids there, that would traumatize you, just being in that audience and being in that proximity to Charlie Kirk when this happened. A student, I'd like to know more about whoever the student was that was asking him the questions when the shots happened. It was apparently someone who wanted to debate him and challenge his views. And I don't know, it's just ridiculously sad and awful that these things happen. And it just happens, it happens to conservatives and it happens to liberals.
There was a legislature somewhere in the Midwest was killed, 80 days ago or something like that?
Well, there was a gubernatorial candidate, Democratic gubernatorial candidate.
Yeah.
There was Steve Scalise, a conservative, who was shot at a baseball game at a Republican versus Democrat baseball.
Well, Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked.
Nancy Pelosi's husband, Gabby Giffords, gunned down in a parking lot in Arizona. It's just so awful and wrong, and
I know you said it earlier, Bill. You said people say this isn't who we are.
I'm afraid it is.
It's at least right now. That's what it seems.
I'm afraid
like.
This is who we are. Happy news. We had those puppies here in our studio. 5 beautiful little puppies having a wonderful time here in our studio. What's more innocent and full of joy than a puppy?
Nothing.
And they were jumping around and playing. These were the puppies that had been rescued from that puppy
hoarder?
mill.
Yeah.
It was a puppy mill essentially. They up in the upper avenues. There were close to 100 dogs in this house and a tortoise. And no, still haven't found out what happened to the tortoise. But so we had the little puppies in here. My sister-in-law, who is with the Humane Society, brought them in. They were all, she said, they're all adoptable. They've all had their shots, and they've been chipped and spayed and neutered and all of that stuff. And we just need people to adopt them. That was on Tuesday. I think by the end of the day, Wednesday, those puppies were all adopted.
Oh, that is good.
All 5 of them.
They're adorable.
Maybe that's who we are. I'd like to think that's who we are.
Yeah, I mean...
this is odd. Spain, the country, they are going to ban smoking out of doors.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, the Spanish government
can you do
has...
that?
Well,
So you can't smoke anywhere? I don't understand.
You could smoke in your house.
In your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Spanish government introduced a bill that would ban smoking at all outdoor venues.
Oh, I see. So...
Yeah. So like cafe, like sidewalk cafes, stadiums, the health minister, Monica Garcia, told reporters, "We always put public health ahead of private interests. Everyone has a right to breathe clean air and live longer and better lives." Let's see what else we have here. U.S. Magnesium.
Yes, Mike. Spain the country. Sorry. Go ahead.
I did say Spain the country, I believe.
He was confused.
Well... Okay. Yeah. U.S. Magnesium files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as Utah seeks to shutter it. They want to shut it down. They should have shut it down 20 years ago.
Yes.
But the Division of Forestry, Fire, and State Land said that it was seeking to terminate the company's leases to operate along the lake. Local nonprofit groups, family in Midvale, said that their 11-year-old son's electric wheelchair had been stolen, and a whole group of people stepped up to replace his electric wheelchair. So maybe that's who we are. Maybe that's who we are.
Let's find more of those stories.
Senate Republicans yesterday, blocked an effort requiring the Trump Department of Justice to release more documents relating to American financier and child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer forced a vote on an amendment to the annual defense authorization bill that would have compelled the administration to release more files within 30 days of the measure's passage. Senators Ron Paul, a Republican from Kentucky, and Josh Hawley, a Republican Missouri, were the only Republican senators who joined all the Democrats in support of the amendment. The Republicans have been saying, we need to release these files. We need to release these files. And then so Schumer said, forced to vote on it, and they all voted, except for Hawley and Rand Paul, they all voted not to release the documents. So there you go.
I thought they wanted
No.
I mean,
yes, we do.
When they were running for office, they said they were going to do it?
Yeah, we want those. No, but not right. No, we don't want them. No, yes, no.
I'm confused.
Yes, so are they. And let's see. Finally, this story. Monopoly Salt Lake. Monopoly Salt Lake City is it's the Monopoly game.
Okay.
And Top Trumps USA, through a license agreement with Hasbro, has announced the new officially licensed Salt Lake City-themed Monopoly game. Monopoly Salt Lake City Edition will feature attractions, neighborhoods, businesses, and other features unique to Utah's capital city within the 22 board squares and game cards when it arrives in stores next year. It's unclear what will be featured just yet, but that's half the fun. The company wants people to weigh in to help design it by submitting their favorite attractions, businesses, anything else that would make Utah's capital city special. Well, trails. We have to make sure that Monopoly has trails.
Of course.
Trails, I mean. The game is going to look completely different from what you remember playing as a kid, said Aaron Green, a representative for Top Trumps USA, as he announced the game will, while standing next to Mr. Monopoly at Pioneer Park.
Right there.
There he is, Mr. Monopoly. You know, and everybody thinks Mr. Monopoly has a monocle.
No.
They see him when you see him in your mind. You see a monocle, but he doesn't.
Well, he should have a monocle,
but he doesn't. Mr. Monopoly does not have a monocle.
All right,
that's it.
Sports weather traffic.
Oh, let's see. NFL tonight, 6:15. It's the Commanders and the Packers. Salt Lake Bees, they won last night against Tacoma. They play them again tonight at 7 o'clock. They're going to be doing a 9/11 memorial tribute at the park tonight before the game. And that's your sports weather. 66 right now, 84 for a high. Just a 10% chance of afternoon thunderstorms, it looks like. Overnight low 60. Could be down in the 70s for a couple of days going forward, which will feel nice. And we keep that 10 to 20% chance of thunderstorms in the forecast through Saturday. Then things dry out a little bit and warm up back into the 80s. Traffic, we have a crash on the transition ramp from I-15 southbound to go eastbound I-84 in Weber County, blocking the left lanes there. Crash at the intersection 5600 West, 7th South in Salt Lake. All northbound and westbound lanes are blocked. You're going to need to find an alternate through there. Crash I-15 northbound just after Center Street in Provo, blocking 2 left lanes and shoulder. Traffic backing toward University Avenue. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, you can share it with us via text at 33986. Salt Lake Film Society presents Tower of Terror this week. Green Room and Tremors and Spinal Tap 2. The band continues. Get tickets and showtimes at slfstix.org.
All right, so we're going to take a break here, and then Robert Gerke from the Salt Lake Tribune will step in and see if we have any new information on the whole Charlie Kirk situation.
It's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold. Hearts united, we are bold. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. Shake the ground, raise your voice strong. Celebrate all night long. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. In the Climb Collective we know how to have a a good time, come show. Colors, bright lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend, let's go. Feel the beat, it's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold. Hearts united, we are bold. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. Shake the ground, raise your voice strong. Celebrate all night long. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. We know how to have a good time, come show. Colors, bright lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend, let's go. Feel the beat, it's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold. Hearts united, we are bold. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. Shake the ground, raise your voice strong. Celebrate all night long. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. We know how to have a good time, come show. Colors, bright lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend, let's go. Feel the beat, it's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold. Hearts united, we are bold. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. Shake the ground, raise your voice strong. Celebrate all night long. Join the parade, dance along. Feel the pride where we belong. We know how to have a good time, come show. Colors, bright lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend, let's go. Feel the
At 33986.
All right, 8:46 right now. Hi,
Bob Gerke is here.
I am. Good morning.
Hi, Robert. Robert is, of course, a columnist and reporter for the Salt Lake Tribune. And yesterday's events, I'm sure reporters from the Tribune rushed to. There were probably reporters down
anyway,
there.
I would guess.
Yeah. We had three people down there. Emily Anderson Stern was our reporter down there. We had a videographer and a photographer down there for it. Pretty sizable crowd. And then obviously when the news broke that he had been shot, everybody up in the office kind of leapt into action, and it was sort of an all hands on deck kind of day for the newsroom.
Is it the type of event that your reporters said was unusual, that they didn't have more security checks and things?
I think that's one of the big questions that everybody's asking right now is, an open air event like that. Even if there had just been a disruption, right? Were they prepared to handle that? And then today the FBI had their press conference where they said that the shooter had accessed the roof through stairwells. It's like, well, how come the stairwells are open? How come people have access to something like that? Because you could imagine that if this person, if this individual wasn't gunning for one person, they could have really wreaked access to the entire crowd from that vantage point. There are a lot of questions we need to ask and have answered about the security arrangement. Now, they did say that Charlie Kirk had his own security force there. I think there were 8 people, and there was video of them carrying him to this SUV to take him to the hospital. And there were undercover police, they said, there, plainclothes police officers in addition to the security force. But you know, the fact that somebody was able to gain access to the roof and have that vantage point, and obviously the end result raises a lot of questions about the security preparations.
Now we've seen reports that they have some video of actually seeing this figure, this person getting up onto the roof and lying down. Now this is all security camera footage.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody was sitting there watching it happen.
Right, and then leaving the the building
and apparently apparently the person knew had some idea, some plan in mind. And
I mean, it's kind of interesting that the person knew what the setup was going to be, what a vantage point was going to be, where you could get to and take a shot at him like that. I think as of yesterday, they weren't saying really anything about the individual, a man dressed in black with sunglasses. It could have been just about anybody. So, I guess it's progress that they've got this security camera footage and potentially feel like they know what the person looks like. But, if they didn't have that, you could imagine how hard it's going to be for them to find anybody. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's progress in trying to apprehend this individual. I thought it was kind of interesting today. They said we're not releasing a image of the person because they didn't want the public to kind of get involved in this search. Because,
why?
Well, I think you've got a person who's
could be dangerous,
armed and dangerous, and
if they can find him without that,
right?
They want to find him before.
And that was sort of the upshot of it, is they think that they can find this individual on their own. So, the search continues. I think it's been interesting. Senator Dan McKay said last night that he wants to build a memorial there for Charlie Kirk. A statue to sort of commemorate the tragedy, as he put it. And so there's, Senator Mike Lee jumped on board with that.
Sure.
Senator Lee and Charlie Kirk were quite close. He said in a video he posted yesterday that they spoke just the day before. He spoke to him frequently, and he said he was devastated. Kind of an interesting contrast to Mike Lee's reaction to this compared to the Minneapolis shootings.
Exactly.
Where he said, nightmare on Wall Street, and this is what happens when Marxists and leftists don't get their way. It's sort of, and
they don't see, the thing is that people like Mike Lee, they apparently do not see the contradiction.
Well, and I think that kind of goes to the crux of it. If we're going to condemn political violence and say it's wrong, then it has to be wrong for everybody.
Yeah.
And it can't just be wrong when one of their people gets shot, or when somebody takes a shot at President Trump. It has to be wrong when senators are shot in Minneapolis.
Nancy
Pelosi's husband is
beat up,
or the governor of Pennsylvania. There's a plot against his life. It has to be wrong against all these things, and it feels like it's happening with increasing frequency. And I'm not sure exactly how we turn it back. I think Governor Cox, put it fairly well that it needs to stop, but he can't. Nothing that we can say can deter this. And we've gone through these spells before, in the 60s. Political violence is not a new thing. We've actually got a pretty good history of it in this country, but we're at a crescendo right now.
Talking with my kids yesterday, they're very aware of this, and they were also paying attention to this shooting in Denver, which happened yesterday, and they were saying, we're tired of being scared. We should be able to go to school, whether it's college or high school or where, and not be scared.
Yeah.
And this is scary. I went up to visit my daughter yesterday at the University of Utah, and the University of Utah put out a bunch of statements about this. And when I went up to see her, there were police cars all over the place up there. They had greatly increased their presence there.
Well, and I talked to faculty members up at the University of Utah, and they're not real happy with the way that the legislature's changed the state's gun laws.
That's what I was
to
gonna say.
allow everybody to carry a gun on campus. They think it's not conducive to academic environment, and it's not safe. And it's intimidating to other students, it's intimidating to faculty. But the legislature last year changed that law. Now, I'm not suggesting that if that law hadn't been changed, this person
No.
shot
It's
Charlie
just
Kirk.
it's a general unease. And my daughter was saying, "What if I go to school tomorrow and it's perfectly legal for someone to carry a rifle or open carry on.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to feel about that?
Yeah.
I just want to read this. This was written 100 years ago by William. It was a poem, part of a poem by William Butler Yeats, and it just 100 years ago he's saying this, and it just describes what's going on today. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity.
Yeah,
that just describes that whole situation yesterday to a T.
Yeah, well, and I think the worst have all the intensity is what I think a lot of people would say about Charlie Kirk. Now, you don't have to like Charlie Kirk's political views, and I think a lot of people didn't like them. He was very provocative. He challenged challenged norms, and
he knew what he knew what he was doing was dangerous.
He knew what he was. I mean, the whole premise of the "Prove Me Wrong" tour that he was doing. Come challenge me. Let's argue. They're not debates. Let's be clear. These are arguments. But I think we can also agree that he didn't deserve to die. And we have to draw a line somewhere in this country, and we're doing a pretty poor job of it right now. How do we get it back? I think it's going to take a long time, and I think it's going to take the combined efforts of a lot of people, and I think it's going to take dialing back the rhetoric a little bit. If you watch President Trump's 4-minute speech last night, he starts out with a tone of unity, and then by the end of it, he's attacking radical leftists. And I think it's perhaps fair to assume that this shooter was a leftist. I think
I don't know. I wouldn't assume anything.
But we don't know yet. And I think that remains to be seen. But also, even if it is, you can condemn that act. I think everybody can condemn that act without villainizing your political opponents. And that villainizing of your political opponents is how we end up in situations like this.
Oh man, it's just It seems so hopeless, and yet 5 puppies got adopted.
I'm so glad you guys had that because cuddle your dogs, hug your kids.
I was saying, so when my kids were upset yesterday and we were talking about it, and I was saying they're despondent. And I said things are not. We hear about the bad.
Yeah.
The bad gets highlighted. There's so much good, and there's so much. Most people aren't bad, and most places aren't bad, and most situations aren't bad. We hear about them, but most things aren't.
Well, it's the frequency though that seems to. You're relatively safe every day, but the frequency of these things. These isolated events are become more frequent.
Well, and you touched on it in the opening or in the news segment before, but I mean it's got to be jarring, scarring, and traumatic for all those kids who were there.
Yeah,
not kids, college students, but and everybody who was close to him, and for Charlie Kirk's family. I mean, he's 2 young kids. It's a
one of them a babe in arms.
Yeah, and it's a black eye for Utah. I think. I think we're now on the national stage for having been the place where this happened. So we'll keep following it. We'll keep the search. The manhunt continues.
Are there any more press conferences scheduled today? Do you know?
I believe they're having one this afternoon.
Okay.
But I don't remember what time. So.
Okay. Thank you very much, Robert.
Thanks,
Robert
guys.
Gerke, sltrib.com. Thank you, Bob.
All right. Traffic, please, Gina.
Okay, we have crash on the transition ramp from I-15 southbound to go eastbound I-84 in Weber County, blocking left lanes there. Crash at the intersection 5600 West 7th South in Salt Lake, all northbound and westbound lanes blocked. You need to find an alternate route through there. Crash I-15 northbound just after Center Street in Provo, blocking 2 left lanes and the shoulder. Traffic backing toward University Avenue.
All right, thank you very much. KXRK Provo. We will take a break. We will play a song, and after that song, it's the Boner Recap Game. Easy to play. All you have to do is tell us who won the boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. If you weren't listening, I would encourage you to cheat. Go to x96.com, look at the box that says Boners, September 11, 2025. Click on there and find out the answer that we're going to ask you. Who won the boner? And you'll win
You will win a Radio from Hell chicken bucket. Contains a Radio from Hell diner-style mug, a T-shirt, a tote bag, Bill's good wishes. Could you put some extra good wishes in there today?
You know, and I can put 2 roller derby tickets in there for the bout that's coming up Saturday night. Beehive Skate Revolution is putting on this great bout. Wednesday on Wheels. It's all Wednesday, the TV show themed roller skating event. They're lots of fun. It's Saturday night. You can find out more about it by going to beehiveskaterevolution.com.
So you get the chicken bucket. Just call and tell us who won the boner this morning. 877-602-9696 after these messages and a song. Mike Hale Acura.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier how this salesperson came up to me and said, would you want to do ads for Mike Hale Acura? And I said, you bet. I bought 3 MDXs, not all at once, back to back to back. Why did I do that? Each time my husband said, let's go drive some cars. Maybe you want something different this time.
Yeah.
And I would go drive other cars, and then I'm like, no, I like the MDX. I want another MDX.
All right.
They're nice cars, and they're nice people that work at Mike Hale. When you purchase a new Precision Certified Acura, you'll be enrolled in the Mike Hale Complete program, which includes paintless dent repair, windshield repair, key replacement for more than 3 years. All that's free of charge, and it's only available at Mike Hale Acura. You get that maintenance package, which is so nice to have, and they're great cars. Just go test drive them.
That's a hail of a deal, Gina.
Isn't it, though? Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome.
A hail of a deal, only at Mike Hale Acura.
Coming up this September 27th at Granary Live, don't miss Canna Fan Fest. Get tickets at GranaryLive.com. Come.
Don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special. Cheers, everybody. Don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special. Cheers, everybody. So, you know when your mom used to cut out little articles in the newspaper?
My grandmother did this, and they were always moral things. You know, it was here is how you are breaking the word of the Lord.
Well,
she would cut out little articles about me smoking. She would cut out about having sex, about drinking.
It doesn't have to be that. It can be like life lesson-y kind of things.
Well, that's what those were.
So, my husband will find articles and text them to the children when he finds them.
Okay.
And this is the most recent one that he sent them, and it's called Life Skills Teens Should Know Before Leaving Home.
Oh, tips for teens.
Tips for teens. And we are close with Jonesy. She's a senior in high school this year.
Well, it sounds like he wants to get them out of the house.
Well, so we're just preparing her for this time next year. She will be moving out of the house. So here are some things that you can do. They say find opportunities to practice independence early and often. So this means like do their own laundry kind of thing. But they also mention doctor's appointments. And Jonesy did this yesterday. So she had an appointment with Dr. Carroll. We all have the same dentist. And it was at 9:30. Well, I can't go.
You can't.
I'm here.
Well,
I'm like, you have to drive yourself to the dentist.
Perfectly
and talk.
capable of doing that.
But-
Why is that a big deal?
Because there's a point where you have to go advocate for yourself. You have to go there and say, here's what's going on, and can you help me with this? And not have a parent there doing all of it for you. She did that yesterday, so we can check that off her list. They say cooking, obviously.
Yeah.
And not just, mac and cheese, like...
Mac and cheese with weenies in it.
Yeah, that's
Like
an extra step.
There have to be, you know, multiple steps.
Mac and cheese with weenies and a side salad.
And cleaning up after yourself. Someone's not going to do that for you.
So my kids are pretty independent, but none of that stuff applies. They just, whenever I ask them to do something, they say no. That's being independent.
I thought this was interesting, teaching them about money and how to manage their money.
Mm-hmm.
This article says, don't set up a checking account for them. Drop them off at the bank and
have
say,
them do it.
go set up a checking account. We took them and set them up their accounts, but this is no, you go in there and talk to the nice lady.
This is definitely pushing them out of the nest.
Yeah.
But I have to have some money.
I mean, you give them a little bit of money but I don't know that I could do that. I'd want to be there for part of it, but just making them...
Just teach them to say no.
Just teach them to... That doesn't get you very far.
It gets you to the point where you don't have to do anything.
Some point, people aren't going to take care of you. Are you going to be able to take care of yourself if you say no to everybody?
I don't know.
And it's okay to get them a credit card to start them building their credit before they move out of the house.
That could be kind of dangerous.
It could be. But if you can get credit cards that have very low limits, so you're not going to get into trouble.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like you have $100 limit on this credit
I'm going to start them out with gift cards. Here, this is for Bed Bath & Beyond.
Do you know how many gift cards? My kids, pivoting to that, they don't get gift cards.
They don't?
They both have gotten
You mean
them.
they don't understand them?
Not that they don't understand them. They forget to use them.
Yeah.
They've gotten them for birthdays and Christmas.
Yeah.
I was in Muhammad's room this weekend, and we were going through his uniforms to see what he needs for school. And on his desk, he's got these envelopes with gift. I'm like, what? You've got $200 worth of gift cards. He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot I have. I mean,
you know why that is?
They don't think.
You know why that is? Because you already give them everything they need.
I mean,
they don't need to use a gift card. They already have everything.
Is there a service where you could just take your gift cards and get money for them?
No, because I've asked at the bank. I've had a Visa gift card that's just a cash card. It's not for a store. They won't cash it out.
That would be great.
Because adults do that too, I think. I have gift cards in my wallet that I've had for I don't know how long.
I don't remember the last time I got a gift card.
Well, if you stop saying no to people so often.
I don't want them. I don't want them.
So are your kids ready for all this? Is she ready to go be on her own?
I think she could move out tomorrow and handle it.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, because Mike and Holiday likes it when we play the whole thing, both of those together.
Rather than cut it off.
In Holiday.
All right, there you go. Well, okay. Time for the boner recap game.
Okay. That means I have to know if there's a contestant.
Neil is here.
Neil, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Well, thank you, Neil. And yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Just enjoying the start of the day.
Okay. Neil, if you can tell me who won the boners today, the boner voting, you'll win a fine prize, which is what, Gina?
A Radio from Hell fabulous chicken bucket with a mug and a T-shirt and a tote bag and
roller derby tickets.
Roller derby tickets.
Yeah, 2 tickets to the roller derby Saturday night. It's Beehive Skate Revolution putting on a really good show at the roller derby. And you can buy tickets at saltlakeRollerDerby.com. So are you ready to do this?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you hear him earlier?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
This will be simple for you then. Boner candidate number 1, getting frisky at FEMA. 2 additional Federal Emergency Management Agency employees have been fired. I think this is a total of 4, as I recall, for using their government devices, their computers, their phones, and for sexy time, porno. Some of it was bad, really bad too. Like one guy was really into bestiality. Apparently.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
you didn't need to tell me.
Well, I told you that last time, and you didn't react. You weren't listening last time.
I guess I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was. That's boner candidate number 1. Boner candidate number 2. Joe feels that he's right even when he's wrong, so that makes him right, I guess. Joe Rogan, he was talking about this obviously fake AI video of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, and he insisted, that is, Rogan insisted that the video was real. He brought it up when he was interviewing some comedian, and he said, "Did you see this video of Joe Rogan? I mean, of Tim Walz, where he's dancing on an escalator wearing an F Trump T-shirt, and he's slapping his butt while riding down an escalator to the Pussycat Dolls' 2005 hit, Don't Ya?" And the comedian said, "Oh, no, I didn't see that." He says, "Well, let's play it for him." And he says to his producer, "Play it, will you play it?" The producer says, "Yeah, Joe, but it's not real." "It is too." "No, Joe, it's not real." It says right at the top of the video, generated by artificial intelligence. Well, I think Tim Walz would do something like that, and
that's why I believed it.
That's why I believe it's real.
Yeah.
That's boner candidate number 2, and then boner candidate number 3. Pretty simple. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, and you got to know when to jump overboard. A guy on a ship around Puerto Rico, he's on a cruise ship, and he lost a bunch of money gambling, and he didn't want to pay the money to the casinos on the ship, and so he jumped overboard. He was captured, however, and he had a lot of money with him. Those were the 3 candidates. Neil, who was the winner?
It wasn't the one I voted for, but it was the sheer idiocy of Joe Rogan.
It was Joe Rogan. Yeah. Who did you vote for, Neil?
The FEMA.
Getting frisky at FEMA. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that came in second. So there you go.
Yes.
Thank you, Neil. Hang on the line, and Katie will tell you how to get all of your wonderful prizes. Oh, and that chicken bucket. It makes a wonderful hat, and if you would. When you empty it out, take a picture of yourself wearing it as a hat and send it in to us at radiofromhell@x96.com.
There you go.
I will 100% do that.
All right, thanks, Neil.
All right, hang on.
People look great wearing those chicken buckets. They do.
It's a fashion trend.
It is. I think it's a kind of cool.
Oh, maybe you should start wearing one.
Oh, I have.
I mean,
I just
all
can't
the
wear
time.
it. Well, I can't wear it in the studio because I have headphones.
You could cut holes for the headphones.
Yeah, there you go.
No?
I'd like it to be. I have a sort of an abnormally large head.
I think the bucket
and it would be
is the
nice
right
to
size.
be. It would be nice to be able to slip it down even further, which I can't do, and then cut eye holes in it.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. So if you've got a little head, do that. Slip it down over your face and then cut some eye holes in it. Don't. Oh, please do not cut the eye holes into the chicken bucket while it's on your head.
Yeah.
You might hurt yourself.
Use a Sharpie and put dots where your eyes would go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, we will take a break. We'll be back after this short break with some big boy news and Opinuendo.
Radio from Hell.
All right, it's 9:19. Time for Big Boy News and Opinuendo, brought to you by
Cascade Collision Repair, Utah's leader for certified repairs. Get a free estimate online at cascadecollision.com or in person, including their newest location in West Valley City.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a little bit miffed about this.
What's that?
Julianne Hough has detailed her plans to eventually move to the Himalayan mountains and shave her head.
Is she copying you?
That's what I think. She says, I'm going through a very big excavation process in my life. It's my outward expression of whatever I go through internally, she said. And I've been through very big excavation process recently, and I'm like, take it off. I think it's because her relationship with Ryan Seacrest broke up.
That was a long time ago.
The Rock of Ages actress, okay, if you say so, who finalized her divorce from Brooks Laish.
That's what I'm saying.
In 2022, after 5 years of marriage, noted her buzzed look would potentially happen sooner rather than later. The only reason they got divorced because she was still pining for Ryan Seacrest.
I don't think so.
The last 7 years, all the things I put into play. Anyway, she said she wants to go to a monastery and shave her head with a monk. That's what I did.
Now, in all seriousness, Bill, you did a whole TED Talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very...
She must have seen it.
It was a very moving experience for you.
Yeah, she must have seen my TED Talk. And said, I'm going to do what Bill Allred. She's from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure she knows me. Don't you know who I am?
You mentioned Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
That was with Hugh Jackman, right?
No.
I don't know.
Rock of Ages?
No, it was...
I think you're right, Carrie.
The play or the movie?
The movie.
No, it was Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
was Rock of Ages?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Anything else?
Trust the heavy metal MILF.
I trust you. No,
All
I
right.
trust you. All right.
Hulk Hogan is dead.
Yeah.
And his will has been revealed. And he's got about a $5 million estate. So, you know, that ain't chump change, although he probably had more money than that in his life at one time. But he has he's not leaving any of it to his daughter.
Well,
Nick Hogan gets it all.
Yeah. Brooke kind of...
She said, I don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with any of it.
She kind of kicked him to the curb after the whole racism thing.
Yeah, according to she said, let's see, where is it? Right, it's right. Brooke Hogan has to be removed from the will when he married Sky Daly. The fact that nothing went to Brooke should come as no surprise. Yeah. She was estranged from the Hulkster for several years before his death.
I'm surprised he didn't give it to his brother. He's always talking very highly of his brother.
Brother! Hey, brother! Yeah, there you go. Let's see. This is good news. A vaccine to protect koalas from chlamydia.
It's about time.
Has been approved for usage in Australia. The single-dose vaccine was developed over 10 years by a team at the University of Sunshine Coast. I mean, this has been pretty serious. This chlamydia has been decimating the koala herds. Are they herds? I don't know. Population.
Yeah.
It's considered one of the major threats against koalas. It can cause blindness and death. Koalas in some colonies in Australia are edging closer to total extinction every day.
They're colonies.
Colonies, thank you.
A group of koalas is a colony.
Yeah, I just read that. In some colonies, koalas in some colonies are edging closer to local extinction every day.
Although I'm getting word that Robert F. Koala Jr. is not going to
go along with
take the jab.
Mate, I don't think it's going to work, mate. Perry Farrell has filed an answer to after his Jane's Addiction bandmate Dave Navarro accused him of assault and battery during the band's recent reunion tour. In a document which was filed Monday, Farrell says he denies each and every allegation in the complaint filed against him, and further denies that Navarro has been damaged in any way or in any amount whatsoever. Farrell listed 35 affirmative defenses in claiming that Navarro fails to state facts sufficient to constitute a case of action against him. He has unclean hands and failed to exercise reasonable care and diligence to mitigate the alleged claims and damages. But so he's just saying you can't let this lawsuit go forward. We'll see whether that happens. And the Doors' 60th anniversary concert is set to take place in October at the Los Angeles Greek Theater, and it will feature original guitarist Robbie Krieger alongside Perry Farrell, Sum 41's Derek Whibley, Stone Temple Pilots' Robert DeLeo, and other notable musicians, including members of Guns N' Roses and Candlebox. This will be the 60th anniversary Doors celebration, featuring a full performance of the Morrison Hotel album, which the only song I can remember that I know for sure is on there is Roadhouse Blues.
Dun, 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 dun,
But I'm sure there are probably others on there that I would know, but that's the only one I can remember. Baskin Robbins.
Yes.
Pumpkin Spice Cappy. Now, Cappy, it's what they call a cappuccino blast.
Oh.
So
okay.
it's an
That's
ice
what the
cream.
cool kids call it, is a cappy.
Yeah, Cappy. So it's pumpkin cheesecake ice cream and pumpkin spice Cappy. So I'm not really one for this whole pumpkin spice craze. I don't care about it much. But I think pumpkin spice ice cream I think I've had it before, and it's really good.
It sounds good. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte.
I haven't either, and I probably
You
never
would like
will.
it?
But but I make fun of it, and I shouldn't because I haven't had one.
I don't want one.
People love them. If you had one, you'd go, yeah, that's
Well, it's
good.
just I don't go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
So
Other places do them.
You go to Circle K?
No.
Is there still a Circle K?
They're not here, but there are Circle K stores. And Guy Fieri is bringing his Flavortown menu to Circle K.
You know what that means?
11 new, they're off the hook.
No, donkey sauce.
Well, probably. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner items to the national convenience store chain. Each is crafted with Fieri's Flavortown focus. Cheeseburger burritos and jalapeno potato nuggets. Other dishes will include Denver almond on a cheddar bun sandwich, and a mac and cheese burger. That's a beef patty topped with bacon, mac and cheese, and jalapeno American cheese. A sweet heat fried chicken and waffle sandwich. And these all sound great to me.
I don't trust that Denver omelet thing, though.
Why?
Because he does not like eggs. He is famous for not liking eggs.
I didn't know that.
Is he?
Yes.
I didn't know
does
that.
not like eggs.
So he'll ruin it on purpose?
So, yeah, that means
Maybe.
he's not behind this. He's just putting his name on it.
Oh, there's pictures of them. Oh, they look great. I've reformed. I still think Guy Fieri's kind of an ass. But
I go back and forth on.
But then I hear people say, like that famous review of a restaurant he opened in Times Square, which just trashed it completely. And it's a very funny review. It was a New York Times restaurant review. But then people have gone back to that restaurant and say, it's fine. It's just a fine restaurant. It's okay.
Well, and he was good to restaurant workers during the pandemic.
Yes, he was. Carrie, you're our cereal expert. Do you
Yes.
ever eat Fruity Pebbles?
Occasionally.
Fruity Pebbles is going to trade free cereal boxes for handfuls of rocks.
What?
During its nationwide Pebbles Pay Tour at
Handfuls
Walmart
of
locations.
rocks?
So if you give them rocks,
Give them some Pebbles, they'll give you a box of Fruity Pebbles.
I saw Halloween Pebbles yesterday, which were just orange and purple.
It's going to start.
Okay.
It's going to be at Walmart, some Walmart stores.
I prefer the Cocoa Pebbles to the Fruity
too.
Pebbles.
I gotta say,
if I'm
yeah.
going to have some Pebbles, I prefer the Cocoa.
I just don't eat cereal ever anymore. Last time I think I ate some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which I always kind of liked, but it was just like, it just doesn't fill me up. It just doesn't.
Well, it's part of a complete breakfast.
Oh,
Bill.
well, maybe that's
it's
where
not
I'm going
the
wrong.
complete breakfast. It's part of it.
You have to have the eggs.
I'm supposed to have a bowl of
and,
cereal and then
Toast-
some eggs and
yeah,
bacon and
toast,
orange
juice, milk, and
Okay.
Cheerios.
Yeah, okay. All right. I made a mistake then. All right. I think that's about all I have. Do I need to have more?
One more, quickie.
I can probably find some more. Let's see. Charlie Sheen. Now, is that documentary?
I think it's out now.
2.5 Men and Platoon and all of that. Charlie Sheen. He thinks back to all of the years he spent addicted to alcohol, cocaine, pills, and crack. and he remembers projectile vomiting blood over his balcony
Aye,
or on his
jeez.
hands and knees, shaking so severely he couldn't even pour himself a glass of Patron. So those memories come back to him without warning, but he's clean now and has been for a number of years.
Yeah.
And let's see, the Book of Sheen he's writing a memoir. It's due out in it's out this week, I think.
Yeah, along with the
Yeah, they would plan that on purpose that way.
Yeah, and so it's and the documentary is now available, I believe, on Netflix.
And he says he's going to tell all because he doesn't want these things held over his head later.
Yeah, I saw another story about him. He said the only thing that he regrets is tattoos.
That can't possibly be the only thing he regrets.
No, I think that's what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no, he said he regrets a lot of things, but the worst
thing.
The thing that he most regrets is all of his tattoos, and they're bad.
They're just ugly tattoos.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Still, compared to
all that other
I mean,
stuff.
that can be in the mix. But should that be the
there's
number
bloody
one?
projectile
that's
vomiting
not-
over the balcony. But you know what I really regret is this tattoo of an ace of spades on my forearm.
Weather.
72 right now, going to get up to a high of 84. We have for the next couple days a 10 to 20% chance of those afternoon thunderstorms. Not great, but a little chance they might happen. We dip down into the 70s for a couple days. Then these storms kind of blow out and we warm up into the 80s again for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Thank you.
Listen to Radio from Hell and Home when you first wake up. X96.
Katie, I just sent you a picture.
Huh?
I don't know if we can get to that.
I forgot to warn you guys, by the way.
Yes.
Twisted Sister is going to reunite for a 50th anniversary tour.
Okay.
That's just a warning.
So Carrie was talking about Carrie was gatekeeping pancakes this morning. By the way,
yeah.
He said, I know where the best pancakes are, and I'm not going to.
Not going to say it on the air.
Say it on the air.
The place is too crowded anyway.
It's already crowded. Anytime I go there, it's crowded.
But which got me thinking about when I was in San Diego.
Yes.
We went out for breakfast, and now I have asked for this before, and not all places do it. The original Pancake House does it, but this place we went to in San Diego does it.
Oh, look at that!
A bacon waffle. So it's little bacon bits.
Yeah,
actually,
like real bacon.
Yeah, real bacon cooked in the
batter?
waffle batter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it was so good. I took a picture of it because
where was that?
I can't remember the name of the place.
It was in San Diego.
But it was in San Diego.
Now you're waffle keeping.
But that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. I can probably look up where it was. But as you can see on that plate at x96.com/live,
there's also a strip of bacon.
Yes. So my order for this day was the bacon waffle with the side of with the side of bacon.
Do they so they have the bacon waffle on the menu?
Yes.
You didn't have to special.
No, that's why I was thrilled.
Now I can't tell, but is that crispy bacon? Or is that just...
I know both of you don't care for the crispy bacon, but I like the crispy bacon.
I like it slightly chewy.
Yeah.
Not real chewy, but just I like it just so when you hold the piece of bacon by one end, you can't hold it and have it stick straight up in the air.
No, I want it sticking straight up.
It flops down toward gravity.
Richard Walker's Pancake House. I just looked it up.
Who's that?
Where we were. I don't know who Richard Walker is.
Yeah.
But
he's a guy who has a pancake house in San Diego.
He has a pancake house in San Diego, and it was fantastic.
Well, that's
I'm so
lovely.
happy. So I'm just saying, you might have enjoyed waffles with bacon. I'm just telling you can have inside the waffle.
I'm glad you found some happiness.
Now, what I like to do, you get 2 pancakes and a sausage patty. Country sausage.
Okay.
Patty.
Okay.
In the middle.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then syrup and butter and all that. Yeah. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Now, this place, they have the German pancakes. Do you like the German pancakes?
Like the German pancakes, yeah.
Do you like a Dutch baby? I make a Dutch baby
Aren't
on
they
occasion.
kind of similar to the German?
Sort of.
My wife will make a Dutch baby.
Yeah, I'll make them occasionally. Just eggs and milk. That's essentially all it is. You know, I think I told you my pancake story before. When I was a kid, I went to it was my birthday, and I went to have a sleepover at my friend's house, Danny's house, and then for my birthday, his mom, Beulah, made us pancakes for breakfast for my birthday.
Nice.
That was really nice, and I was cutting into the pancakes, and I took a bite and. There was a piece of hair in it, in the pancake. And I went, oh crap! And just like long piece of hair. And I got that. And I went and took another cut in with my fork to take another bite, and there was a big wad of hair right in the middle, like a rat, like Beulah had. Brushed her hair or something, and then you know how sometimes it'll just leave a ball, a little rat ball in your hair, and she apparently didn't notice it, and it must have fallen into the pancake batter, and I got the big ball of hair. Happy birthday, Billy!
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Do
Happy
you like
birthday.
your hair crispy or a little bit of bend in it?
I don't care for hair in my pancakes.
No?
No. Big rat of hair in the pan. And and I don't remember what I did about it. I wasn't very old. I was probably
So you probably didn't say anything.
10 or 12. I don't know if I said anything but I couldn't just eat. I couldn't eat it.
No.
I must have said something. So. I'm sure Beulah said, "Don't ever come to my house again."
Get out.
Complain about my pancakes.
Yeah, my family likes pancakes that way. What's wrong with you?
It's an old family recipe. A little bit of hair. Yeah.
That means good luck.
Yeah. I don't care for blueberry pancakes.
What?
Or chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, they're all delightful.
No. I don't want, and I certainly don't want hair in my pancakes. but I don't like stuff in my pancakes.
I don't mind stuff.
And
I'll take it with or without stuff. Now I'm craving pancakes.
I've never had stuff in a waffle, so I might like stuff in a waffle. But I know I don't like stuff in a
Carrie
pancake.
likes to make waffles out of stuff.
Out of stuff.
Sure.
Like hash browns, right?
Yeah,
Or like,
you can do that, but stuffing from Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's what it is, stuffing.
It's
yeah.
stuffing from Thanksgiving that
Yeah,
you make. You
I've tried that.
Put it in the waffle
iron.
Iron, thank you. After Thanksgiving with your leftover.
That's breakfast the next day, right?
Oh, it's with syrup on top. Delicious.
You could mix that in with a little mashed potatoes to give it some more, to get a good spread on it.
Yeah, well, you could.
Yeah.
See, my wife is thanking me for not saying the name of the place.
Yeah, you're
because they are always too busy.
Keeping pancakes.
I am pancake keeping. Pangate. No.
Well, what if you blindfold us and drive us there? Can we have?
No, because you'll look out the window and go, "Oh, I know where we are."
Well, we'll keep our blindfolds on while we eat our pancakes.
Well, I don't know. You might not because it's surrounded by like cars and you might not know.
Okay, I think we need to do this.
I used to get pancakes at Blue Plate Diner, and they would make teddy bear pancakes or Mickey Mouse pancakes for my kids.
It's now an apartment building.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we need more of those. Now I need pancakes.
And John and Tamrika are scattered to the winds.
I'm going to have to make pancakes when I get home
you're
now.
going to have to.
Damn it. All right. Well, we will take a break. We'll be back after some messages and a song to crawl towards the exits. Boy, the show is so political. Coming up after.
I went to see Dune.
Oh, you did?
I was one of the lots of people.
I was just trying to find the box office, and for some reason, the Hollywood Reporter only wants to tell me about the Chinese box office for some reason.
I got it here somewhere. It was now, you went to like a megaplex or something?
Yeah, so I texted Daddy Gary right after Sean Mean's movie review on Friday, and I said, Daddy Gary, do you want to go see Dune with me? Because I'm his sci-fi buddy and have been since he took me to Star Wars back in the 70s. So we've gone to all the Star Wars, the Star Treks, all of them, and he took me to the first Dune, the 1984.
Oh, the
Dune,
David Lynch one.
The David Lynch one.
He wants the spice.
And I pulled up the cast of the first one to compare to the new one. So you have Kyle MacLachlan, who was a handsome man back then. He was a good-looking man.
Still a good-looking man.
So that's the Timothée Chalamet.
He's your Chalamet of the day.
Yeah. And then you have Zendaya.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who played the Zendaya character? Do you remember?
No.
Sean Young.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Crazy Sean Young.
Yeah. And
Patrick Stewart was in it.
Yes,
Patrick
he was.
Stewart was in it. And the Austin Butler character was the Sting character.
Yes.
So it was kind of fun to look at who played what in the original one.
Who was the Baron in that?
Baron
in the first one?
In the suit.
In the fat suit.
Kenneth McMillan.
Oh, that's right, Kenneth McMillan. He was actually pretty good, I thought.
Yeah. But I remember saying when I watched Dune 1...
Brad Dourif was in it.
Yeah.
That it was a little boring. I thought it looked cool.
I thought it was
but
a little
slow.
too.
It is.
Yeah.
That is not the case for this one.
No.
This is 2 hours and 45 minutes, and at the end of it, Daddy Gary and I looked at each other and went, "That was 2 hours and 4." It moves along, and I could have kept watching because it does. Actually, Sean Means compared it to Empire Strikes Back, where it's super satisfying, but at the end, you want to know what happens.
Doom
next.
Part 2 did $81.5 million on the weekend.
That's North America.
That's North America. 178.5 globally. And it's considered, great.
Oh, it doesn't land in China until next weekend. Japan the week after that. Okay. All right.
So I didn't see it in IMAX. I just saw it on.
Was it crowded?
On regular. It was playing. We went to the Century 16. It was playing like every 15 minutes in every theater. So our theater wasn't full, but every theater was showing it.
I'm going to wait a week or so and go see it in IMAX.
I can see where IMAX would be the way to go. I mean, it was great on just regular screen.
I don't know where to go for IMAX. Where?
You have to go south of 21st.
Oh, no. Never mind. I don't want to do
But-
that.
There's one out west, and then there's one down south by
But-
the soccer stadium.
This is Zendaya's movie. She is the star of this.
Which I have been told by people who read the book that they enhanced her part. Because in the book, she's just pretty much there to be the girlfriend.
Nope.
And that's it.
She's great in this. She has a huge part. It was really good. I liked it quite
Max
a bit.
von Sydow was in the original?
Of course. All those great British actors, you know.
He's Swedish. But,
Swedish?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm starting to think more kindly of the first one now that
I got a regular bucket of popcorn, just in a...
Did you see the...
I don't think they had... I think it's only one
It's only at the
chain,
AMC,
yeah.
and I think they're out west.
I was grateful for just the regular popcorn bucket.
Dean Stockwell was in the original?
Go see it.
You're thinking fondly about the original.
It was terrible.
Until you see
It was
the original.
bad.
I just remember Kenneth McMillan. Like
he
like
was
a balloon.
Yeah, he was the high point of the whole thing.
The FBI in Salt Lake has just released a photo. They say, we're asking for the public's help in identifying this person of interest in connection with the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk. So I'm on the Salt Lake FBI Twitter page is where I'm seeing it.
And is it?
He's a skinny white guy with a black T-shirt, jeans, black hat.
So this is
glasses.
Not an artist's rendering.
No, it's a still picture of a video.
Is it something that people could identify a person from?
Yeah. It's a good. There's two pictures.
Clear.
There's a straight on front facing picture and then a side picture. But this comes from the FBI Twitter page, so I think it's legit.
Is it?
So they're saying if you know who this is, let us know. So
somebody knows who it is,
I would think,
and somebody knows who it is, or they may have an idea, and then they see the picture and go, it all comes together now.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's
something.
The latest, I guess. We want them to find this person and arrest them as soon as possible.
And Governor Cox would like you to know, we have the death penalty in Utah.
Don't know why he pointed that out yesterday, but
he wanted to sound tough.
All right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty clear picture.
Yeah, I think someone...
Is that an American flag on the shirt?
I can't really... I mean, that and something else on his shirt. Can't really tell.
X96.com/live.
I'm sure it will be all over social media shortly, so you'll be able to see it.
All right. Let's do the promo and crawl towards the exits.
Oh, now I have to find... Oh, there it is.
Hallelujah. We made it to Friday's Radio from Hell show.
You know what I want? I want a drink.
I need a drink.
Let's have another drink with Jimmy the Wine Guy at about 7:45. He'll also stick around a bit to answer your questions.
Like, do I want a drink?
Like, do I need a drink?
You want and need the Radio from Hell show, Friday morning, X96.
That was so unrealistic. You'll never hear me ever say, do I want a drink? You'll never hear me ask that question.
Never.
The answer is always yes.
Yes. Where is my drink?
Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
Quit gatekeeping pancakes, Carrie.
Artie Fufkin is next.